Welcome to Towers of Dreams. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5e Eberron campaign, played using Fantasy Grounds. Let's go through and introduce everybody. Orion, who are you, and who are you playing today?
I'm Orion. I'm playing Ebenir, a half-elf wild magic sorcerer who is here because Dalkir really messed with him, and now we don't know what's going on with him.
No one knows what's going on.
No one knows.
Not Creep. Jolts, who are you, and who is Creep? You are not Creep, you play Creep. There's a difference.
Yes, there is. I am Jolts. I'm a random guy on the internet who just happens to enjoy video games and RPGs quite a bit. And Creep is my character, a Warforged necromancer desiring evolution and to further himself in necromantic studies for the sake and the benefit of all.
Fucking radical. Dimmy, who are you, and who are you playing?
I am Dimmy. I'm having issues and I want to hurt everyone.
Same.
I am playing Tranquility, who is not so tranquil anymore, and he's a Warforged monk of the Way of Shadows. I also do art for this channel, and myself, you can find me at Twitter at DemaraB with a capital B.
Yeah, check him out. Give him a little commission. He does pretty good sketches. He draws Warforged real good. I support it. Trister, who are you and who is Annika that I almost called you?
Not going well today. I'm Trister. I'm tired. I have no drinks. I have an early start tomorrow. It's going to be good.
Which are you?
All of them. I'm also Dad. Hi.
Hi, Dad.
And I play Annika, Goblin Artificer. Sometimes makes things. Usually says she's going to make things and then doesn't. Sorry about those arrows, Aldrin.
It's difficult when you're in the middle of the jungle.
I mean, we're surrounded by wood.
It's true.
I mean, I'm
That's
busy.
true.
So
You don't have wood carver's tools, so that makes it kind of hard.
I thought I did.
Nope.
Oh, leatherwork.
Yeah, they're one of my ones that I do not have the item because I have them proficient.
I checked, and you did not have wood carver's tools on there. There they are. Did you just add those?
No, I had them. They're one of my ones that I have. I get like 5 proficiencies.
Oh, that must have been from your background or something. Right. I'll have to give you the links to those. You could totally make arrows during a short or long rest, by the way. Although if they're great arrows, they're... Anyway, Matthew, who are you and who do you play today?
I am Matthew. I stream over at twitch.tv Kamiexi, where you can learn to be a better gamer. Aldrin Salo, Ondarian slash...
Ned is having some problems. You play Aldrin Aldrin whoever.
Same.
Yeah.
I play Aldrin Salo, an Ondarian slash Brelandish man who's just basically coasting along for the ride and starting to hate everyone as much as everyone hates him, which is tragic.
We don't hate you, we just have a deep sense of mistrust.
Same.
I mean, you could say that about literally everyone in the party.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's
like
it's kind of a problem.
Okay. The only one who's okay right now is fucking Annika.
That's just it's because they just don't know.
Hey, look, if they don't know about the problems, then are they really problems?
Yes.
Fair.
That's how I live my life.
And I'm Rick. I stream here at twitch.tv/the Kittenhugs. I run a bunch of D&D games all the time. I play video games very rarely because I am fucking terrible. You can, if you want to support the stream, check out the Streamlabs link below. $3, you can give someone inspiration or let them spend a hit die to heal. $5 or more lets you add a little item, including the new common items from Xanathar's Guide to Everything, which we have on here now. $10 lets you add or remove a creature up to the party's level to an encounter, and $25 gives you a plot point to have a much more intimate influence on this campaign, if you know what I mean. Shout out to Mr. Bitters, who is hosting us, but alas is no longer part of this group for personal reasons. We had a very heartfelt goodbye last week. So
we love you, Bitters, forever and always.
We miss you, Des.
We do. We miss him. So last week, the party had come upon some giant ruins to save some chickens from a bunch of lizard folk. There they encountered 2 massive serpents guarding the place with some lizard folk. This is really going to kill my internet sending these as they are, even though they're very small images.
Sorry.
No, it's not even your fault. It's Fantasy Grounds' fault. They'll come back eventually, I guess.
Hey. Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I'm not going to share these with you guys anymore. I'm just going to show them to stream. So last week, fought some dream serpents who could put people to sleep, but with some darkness and some flying shenanigans managed to put them down. Then you encountered a giant temple filled with lizard folk who, with some shenanigans, caught the attention of... You caught their attention and they started fighting you. They jumped upon the temple grounds and summoned their minions, only to be immediately immolated by fireballs. It was very horrific. After that, you guys... Oh yeah. You guys got to fight a Hydra, and all of the sounds you made summoned in a giant ape from the forest via a donation. But you managed to bring them both down without too much trouble, because you guys are quite strong. Afterwards, you guys returned to Last Chance, packed up, and left with Ilthdraskal, the Beholder, and his chimera pets, and all of his very dangerous-looking crew. However, a mere day out, which was quite a long way across Zendrick, near the Titan's Teeth, which would have taken you weeks to get to otherwise. Doivan, the bodyguard of your guide, Petikwi, betrayed his so-called master, stabbing him. He then transformed into a blue-scaled dragon and destroyed one of the masts of the airship. With that, he flew off, leaving the lot of you to basically die as it continued to spiral.
You may fly, because it's...
Spiraled down into the forest, into the jungle. And then Toussaint Valentin Duchamp realized a great power within him, suddenly developing a dragon mark, and using its strange and wonderful powers managed to create a set of wings upon the ship. Although in doing so was thrown from the vessel, with Ebonir sending his summoned air elemental after him. So we now continue as you lot will start gliding down into the forest, which is really fun. So,
why aren't we flying again? As functional dragon wings?
Functional unpowered dragon wings.
We can power this, Rick. We can power this. We have an air elemental.
The air elemental is looking for Toussaint.
That has gone after Toussaint. If it doesn't try to kill him when Ebonir inevitably loses concentration in the crash. So, the airship, with its new set of wings, glides into the jungle and smashes into the trees.
Do we have any control over this to, direct it as it glides down?
Yeah.
The helm has been broken off by Doivan's tail.
Can I use some psi points to use my wind power to direct the power of the surges?
What kind... Okay. You are not powerful enough to have a real effect on this thing. This is a...
What about,
This is like a 60-ton flying ship with going 30 miles an hour into the jungle.
But it's going at a decent angle, yeah?
Yeah, it's it's sort of leveled off. It's going down at 3 to 5 degrees, which is still pretty severe on a thing this large.
Yeah.
Is
what's
the beholder?
Driscoll doing?
The beholder is
Can I-
Ilfdroskel is in the deck below.
Is he still paralyzed or whatever?
No, but he's not coming up to join you because he is being flung to the back of the ship.
Okay,
Where?
So,
Oh man, he's gonna be so mad.
I have the mending cantrip. Can I attempt to fix the helm in some way?
The mending cantrip takes a minute to cast.
I mean, how long before we fall?
None.
where's
You crash into the jungle
Wait.
trees, crashing into the canopy. You can hear the grinding of you can hear branches snapping by the hundreds. You can hear the crunch of the hull as it slams into these tree trunks, leaving an ever lower like trail behind you. And then as it comes to a slow, it gets snagged. It sort of sets itself between two sets of massive trees as you guys are thrown forward onto the ground. During this crash, you're going to take this much. Oh, almost no. Wow. So
How much damage?
I rolled 5d6,
Right.
and you each took 9.
Except me, because I'm a monk.
It's not falling damage.
Damn. It's bludgeoning, I'm sure. It's that inevitable stop.
Yeah, it's just bludgeoning damage.
It's DM damage.
It's DM damage.
Apparently the boards were wet or something because they absorbed our shock pretty well.
Let's see.
Okay, where is Patikwi and how is he doing?
Well,
we revived him, but...
I did revive him.
Well, now we just crashed.
Yeah, we just crashed. So he's like dying currently. But he'll be fine. You guys spent the resources to revive him. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
So
I'll
the
just give him
ship
a little-
has come to a sudden stop in the middle of the jungle. The trees are still high enough overhead that you can't really get a look over the surroundings, but you guys are definitely not on solid ground. The whole ship is tilted like 10 degrees forward, so it's pretty steep.
We need to get off this ship with all of our supplies, probably rather quickly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to try to throw myself onto my feet and go grab our stuff as quick as my monk abilities allow me to.
All right, go ahead, Jolts.
I was gonna say, I kind of bring up the fact we should be careful with grabbing supplies as well. If we unbalance the ship, we could end up looks towards the end that's hanging off. Go for a slide.
Oh,
You
Rick,
can see
can
that
I-
it's wedged between two trees fairly tightly. Like it's been put in a vice between these two 8-foot thick trees.
So if this thing could fall, it probably would have already. These trees are stopping it.
It probably would.
just as a precaution, Ebenir is going to cast web at the trees and the boat
Okay,
as spectral book tape goes out.
fair enough. Roll wild magic. So that's concentration up to an hour. Also, you just lost control of the air elemental, so that's fine.
I hope Toussaint was not near it.
Yeah. So
Um,
Toussaint is not with you. You saw Toussaint fly off. However, you do notice something of his that has slid down toward the front of the boat.
Oh, the revolver? I already have it.
Yeah, well, yes, it's in your inventory, but
Yes.
it's just a note of it has been thrown toward the front of the boat.
Grab it, put it back in my
Yeah.
bag.
I want to head over to the side and first off attach myself to Nigel and then have him lean over the side so I can see how far down we are.
So you're about 50 feet off the ground, but the ship the ship as a whole is 30 feet above. with the bottom of the ship is like 30 feet off the ground. So, Tranquility, you rush down the steps and come face to face with Ilthdraskal, who is a bit bloodied up. One of his eyes is dripping this Icarus purple blood. And as he looks at you, you can see just his face of fury. What have you done to my boat?
All I know is that apparently
You brought him here. I will have my recompense from you lot. You can trust me on that.
You know, he's kind of bloody. I think we can take him, guys.
Aldrin comes up behind Tranquility and almost kind of runs into Ilthdraskal, I guess, his way to find Patikri.
Yeah, he's like 3 feet from Tranquility's face.
Oh, your kids. And I use some mend wounds on his eye to make sure he doesn't, bleed out.
He's not... It was one eye that was injured. It was like one eye stalk.
It'll ease the pain, Rick.
Okay. Roll Wild Psionics.
No.
Okay. I mean, what is
Just
funny?
a fireball rocks the boat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Have you seen Patikri? How's your crew? Is everyone fine?
Roll me a persuasion check. Just see how he reacts.
I use an action point in that because I think that's worth it.
Fair enough.
That's worth it, guys.
Fair enough. So as you comfort and like try to soothe his wounds, you can see the heat in his voice starts to drop. I am fine. My crew is probably fine. And your guide is also alive. Patikwi's body slides up the incline. He is unconscious but stable. Looks like he's got some cracks. He's got like a crack in his chitinous shell where he was thrown, but he looks he'll live.
I'll mend his wounds real quick. I'm sorry. I know that person was, in our entourage, but we had no control over his actions. We didn't know that would happen. I apologize.
But as you heal Patikwi, the chitin mashes back together as you roll Wild Psionics.
I don't want to roll.
Every
Stop,
time.
Matthew.
Oh!
Oh, thank God.
So, as you lean down, as you start to seal the wounds, you notice that like white hair starts to like thread in between the crack in his chitin and kind of hang out, and you're kind of confused because there's a lot of it there. And as it cinches it all together and sort of morphs into this weird, like, silvery scar on the chitin, it suddenly feels a lot colder. Your head suddenly feels really cold.
Okay, so here's the thing, Rick. Can I grow it back in the sense of I use my thing to grow it back? You know what I mean?
No.
Oh, what? It's like
It's
all sorts of
it's all gone.
all of it. Oh, okay.
I mean, it'll grow back in a day, but
Yeah,
you feel your head feels legitimately cold,
Oh,
and like you reach up and like touch it, and it's smooth, like no razor bumps, nothing.
oh, that. This weaving through wounds kind of sounds quite unsanitary. I'm not gonna lie. But also,
Well, it's your hair. But at this, Ilthdraskal, like, even though he's still a little pissed, starts to chuckle a bit. Oh. Oh.
I'm
What
glad
a
someone is getting a laugh out of this.
strange group you are. Crew, to the deck.
Creep is snickering too right now. This is gold.
Where is Creep? The Creep follow Tranquility and Aldrin down.
Yeah, Creep was trying to offer his services, and seeing as how they were heading towards the direction of others, well, my magic works best on the flesh. It's best if I stay with it.
Is it good for the flesh though when your magic works? Because I don't think it is.
Fair.
I
Fair
have 2-3 spells that are good for the flesh.
He's got Healing Word.
Fair.
Healing
Got
Word,
that.
Spare the Dying, and False Life. They're good for the flesh.
I suppose. So, Ilfdroskal starts gathering together his people. Patikwi suddenly gasps and shitters and rises up in a defensive stance. I got some stomach acid. Ugh. Yeah, my life is miserable. Anyway, the 12 or so people that make up the crew of the ship go up to the deck. Patikwi's is like, oh, what is this? What happened?
Are you okay? You
Dive
died for a second.
He reaches toward his Ebony, you're still on the deck.
Aren't we all on the deck?
No, like
No.
there's the deck of the
some us
ship,
went down below.
and
Oh,
some
okay,
yes.
they're below. Okay.
In order
my
to
set.
get your stuff, you had to go, or get the stuff, they had to go down below, which is where they ran into Ilfdroskal.
Right.
But Betweekly feels like the hole on his, in the middle of his chest that you patched. Doiven Foam, that coward, that traitor. I will have my revenge on him.
He was a dragon. Are you sure about that?
What? Do not speak nonsense to me, Forged.
Go upstairs and look at the mast. With one breath, he completely destroyed it.
I can show you his form as a dragon, if you'll let me. To know that we are speaking the truth.
Do not know. You speak nonsense to me, both of you. Patikwe will like shove his way past you, like shoulder bump, and go up to the deck.
Live, what a wanker! Screw that guy.
Oh yeah, no, Patikwe's angry Thread Cream. So yeah, Ilfdroskal, floats up to the broken cargo door as his crew starts getting together. You guys can find your way to your rooms and start packing yourselves together. But Annika and Ebonir are on the deck proper. So
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you go first.
Annika's going to try and, once some of the crew are up, start organizing to like attach as much like cargo as possible to Nigel so he can just walk it down rather than having to. So anything that we need, like food and rations and stuff, just lash it on with the rope.
okay.
Ebonir is probably gone and looking for all of Dala and all the helpers and trying to get them to organize their supplies and gather his supplies too.
Dala was in a room and makes her way up to the deck. She's got like a bruise on her forehead, but otherwise seems fine. Like, I've never been in an airship crash before. I'd rather not be in one in the future. Oh my! How high up are we? Oh! She backs away from the side of the boat, like holding over her mouth like she's a bit nauseous. This
I didn't actually get an answer to that. How high up in the air are we dangling again? I didn't get that.
The deck of the ship is 50 feet off the ground. The bottom of the ship is like 30 feet up.
Oh, okay, that's not
So
so bad.
that's still pretty high up considering the size of the ship.
That's not so bad.
And every as you move from one side of the boat to the other, you can hear it creak. You hear the trees creak, and it's pretty disconcerting.
That's a little more bad.
Once Ebenir has like gathered his things and saw that everyone's ready, he'll come back up on deck and be like, so the creaking, Annika, I'm not an expert, but something tells me that's a bad thing, right?
Couldn't tell you what the other side's looking like. It's probably pretty banged up. Don't know how long it's going to hold.
It starts pouring.
Ebenir cast Mage Hand and put his hand above his head.
It doesn't help.
His eye. He still does it.
Oh man. Yeah, you know when the gods hate you so much.
Shall we descend? How do we descend?
Tie off a rope and climb down it.
I go to the lowest part of the ship. It's like what, 30 feet away, right? For the lower part of the ship from the ground.
I think it means like the underside of the ship is 30 feet off the ground.
Yeah. The
Okay,
lower,
well, so that means
the
we're, like,
underside of the
50.
ship. Yeah.
Alright, so that means we're like, okay, so...
So Ildroskil is gathering his people together. It starts pouring, and they're all sort of like huddled, like as it starts to rain, really heavily. Should probably turn that down a bit. It's a bit loud.
Hey, why don't you guys tie here, and I'll tie some ropes down there. We can start sliding things down and getting crew off.
Well, he starts. He just gives you a dirty look with like 5 of his eyes. All right, crew. I want all of the important cargo checked. Need to make sure that they haven't gotten out. I want a camp set up down below, dry. I want my feathered down bed to be put down there as well. Don't care how you do it, just get to it. My voice changes every time I speak. Oh.
So Ebenir, I guess, will like. Does he have rope? Ebenir has. Yes. So Ebenir will tie up. Will give his rope to Tranquility to use to make a tie off so he can slide down.
I'm going to also take another piece of rope from my. Wait, do I have a rope now? No, I'm curious. Yeah, so I take my own rope, tie it off, and instead of being rational and sliding off, I just fucking stand on the fucking banister, just kind of drop off.
Off.
Welcome to another Bloody Nose stream.
Not again! The stress, it's killing him, guys.
Oh yes.
Should we take a short break?
No.
So you're jumping 50.
You just ran out of tea, haven't you?
Yeah, yes I have.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
All right.
Alright, this is something I gotta take care of anyway. I'll be back soon.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
trying
go
to-
grab another drink.
Trying to figure out how the fuck to position someone's arms when they realize that their hair just fell off. I mean, obviously one's hand on the head, but where the fuck's the other one? Oh boy. Well, anyway, stream, I'm here to keep you company.
Hello.
Hello.
Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes.
Eyes.
I can see it in your smile.
How would Aldrin's hands be positioned when he realized he lost his hair?
The classic.
One's on here. Like I was gonna do the "what was my hair gone" thing from like Hercules, but I don't know where to put your other arm. It's bothering me.
My other arm. You know where my other arm is. Oh, this mustache is really disgusting. Holy shit.
I don't mind it.
I do. It's really gross.
Well, I mean, as long if it's bothering you,
Life bothers me. I should cut it out.
cut out life. No, don't do that. There's so much to live for. I'm just gonna do a quick sketch. So, someone wants the real thing. Ugh, they can wait. I'm not sure if I
Wait,
want to do
what?
more.
Is that?
Oh, nothing. I'm drawing you with your head, with your bald head.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Are you okay?
Yes.
Yeah. The short
Are you
answer
okay?
is maybe. What happened, Rick? Did you like just face palm so hard that you're bleeding now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if me just dropping to my death is too much for you.
I mean, if it helps, it'll help everyone if you drop to it death.
Probably.
Even Aldrin will join you, it's fine. He's close behind.
Man, we are horribly morbid.
I mean, sure.
Are you okay?
Are you okay? No, I am
No.
not actually. I have like, I had a night shift last night, and I came back at like 4 a.m.
Oh,
I got like
Jesus.
2 hours sleep, and
Don't
I got
bad.
essay, and I got like university work. I can't sleep, but I'm just moaning. I'm just classic moan. It's fine.
You should go to bed. My God, dude.
You should go to bed.
I already went to bed. I had a full night's sleep for the first time in a week.
Nice. That's always good to hear. Well, did you do anything special, or did
Uh,
you just set aside more time?
Hey guys,
Well, I had nothing going on, so I just slept.
Yes.
just a heads up, I will be back shortly. I've been asked to go out and pick up some food real quick from the store. I won't be long.
That's fine. It's fine. I imagine you're just hitting on any female crew members there are. I'm just joking. That's
Great.
fine.
All right, I'm back. Let's see, we're
Excuse me,
waiting-
but I just imagine. Excuse me, but have you heard of a brothel?
there are no female crew members.
Nah, but anyway, I'll be right back.
The question is though, is Creep, socially clumsy, or is he just like retarded? I don't know. Like,
That,
you know what I mean?
Wow.
No, is in the sense like, sorry,
I-
is he not all there?
I think he's just straight, blunt, and intellectual when it comes to conversations.
I don't think what he has said is intellectual. Have you heard of brothels? That is not intellectual.
I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows what a brothel is. The last time he saw one was when Tucson introduced him to one.
I mean, yeah, he knows what a brothel is because he went there, but like, okay, it's fine.
Anyway, I'll be right back.
You're trying to compare a smart character to adults here. Come on.
Wow, no, don't shit talk Schultz. We can't hear you, Ryan.
No, I'm back. I was just eating.
All right.
Is that milk and cookies?
Well, it's milk, but it's not cookies.
It's just milk.
I was thinking it would be Santa Claus.
No.
So
my
are we
wheelhouse.
ready to continue then, or what's up here?
What are
I
we
think-
waiting on?
Jolts is dead.
Jolts is gone.
Yeah, Jolts is gone. Dimmy, turn on your camera again. Anyway, we're
Oh,
back.
that's right,
No longer dying of bleeding. So let's speed up things a bit to make up for lost time. Ilf Droskell and his crew use like a winch on the deck to get things down. They start putting things down as it continues to rain heavily, as it did through the entire break. So, yeah. Let's see, how much can you reduce fall damage by?
30.
Okay, yeah, you literally can fall the whole 50 feet without.
Like
Yeah.
I imagine in this case, because it's just such a high fall, I literally just phase into shadow and just pop up a second later.
So yeah, with the help of Annika, I suppose you guys can get down with some of your stuff to the floor of the forest floor.
Is my rope still attached to the boat, or can I put it back in my inventory?
I mean, it's up to you.
Let's say we used it.
Okay.
Let's be. Bye, rope.
Goodbye, rope. So, yeah, you guys are on the forest floor. And looking up, you can see that there is a hole in the massive hole. A massive hole in the hull. And the bottom mast is all warped. And there are large wings in the ship. And there is no elemental bound to the ship.
Is everyone in the cruise ship alright?
Yeah, it
Is everyone
seems.
okay? Everyone
Well,
accounted for?
yes.
I'm sure
Except
other
for
than some
Toussaint,
weeks-
everyone is accounted for. The half-elf who was, with all the burn marks is dead. Just flat out.
Right.
He was.
Well, he was
Seriously?
flung like. Well, he was flung like hundreds of miles in the air, just off a ship by a fucking dragon. Yeah.
Well, no,
I think
well,
he's-
no, he wasn't flung off the ship. He was smacked by a tail, and it
Alright.
killed him instantly.
Right.
He
Um,
is too far gone.
No,
by
no.
the time you
Aldrin walks up to Anika and Ebony and everything together and says, "Everyone in the ship is fine. There's some coming to go quickly to put us up. He was fleeing, I think, somewhere in that direction. I'm not too sure. Did any of you see?"
You guys have no idea where you are, by the way. That ship
Yeah.
was made huge spirals, and yeah, you've got no idea.
Well,
Look, let's
look,
find our bearings first before we go looking for Toussaint.
I was not talking to
Three.
you, Tranquility. We need to
Oh.
think about
Aldrin. He's making sense. It makes no sense for us to run off in a random direction, not knowing where he is. We have to figure out where we are first before we can even.
Oh,
Let us
blast!
figure out where we are.
You hear Elfdroskel curse. They've escaped. Looking up with most of his eyes up at the hole in the hull of the ship. It's less a hole and more like a massive scar that's like 5 feet wide.
who's escaped.
That's not important, but it is important that we have to capture them.
Well,
I
to
know.
capture them, we should know who escaped.
You lot go after them. The least you can do for bringing a dragon aboard my ship.
Are we off looking for your chimeras?
That's a good point. I forgot about the chimeras. The chimeras are all fine. They've gathered
Oh.
together, and 3 of them are like keeping dry.
Three
But
of
no,
them? Oh
it's not
shit, there's a
chimeras.
third?
There's 3 chimeras. I think I keep changing the number, but that's fine.
I think there was always 3.
Yeah.
I only remember two.
Of course.
One moment. You want us to go after whatever.
Are
that
you talking
is?
back, boy? I should disintegrate you where you are, considering all that you've done.
What
I-
did we
I-
do?
I stand up between the beholder and Ebony. Not saying anything, just puffing out my chest like an idiot.
I'm going to stand right next to Toussaint and kind of go like, "This is
Next to
Next to
who?
Toussaint?
Next to
Next to
who?
who?
Wow.
Toussaint." No, I'm just joking.
Wow.
You teleport
just-
to who knows where.
just-
Wait, hold on. I'm not looking for a fight. I'm just trying to understand what it is exactly you request of us and why you think we owe it to you.
to dipple the ship.
You brought a dragon aboard my ship. The dragon destroyed my ship. And
Well-
you still have beans to plant. And don't think I'm paying you for that either. You'll be planting those whether you get... regardless.
No.
They
I
are
appreciate.
getting away. Go after them.
I
What's
don't
getting
know
away?
what you're talking about.
He, 3 of his eyes scan around in every direction, and then he sort of points all of them at a series of heavy footprints in the mud going off into the forest. You can see sort of an impact where some things fell from the ship.
What exactly are we tracking down?
You'll know them when you see them. Trust me.
Trusting you is not really in our wheelhouse right now. Look, I apologize about the dragon, but if you want us to go chasing after things, you should at least tell us what we're chasing after.
Evan,
One of his eyes lights up.
I just put a hand on your shoulder at this point and go, we can go handle it.
As one of Petiqui's lackeys screams in pain as he suddenly ignites
Ooh.
and
What?
and drops in seconds.
You would not need to do that. We were just asking questions.
I
You
grabbed
might
both
want
of you and I'm going to
Do you
grab
want
both
to be
of you
next?
tightly. I'm going to hold on to both your shoulders tightly and go, we can handle it. We'll go
Eeny,
find
meeny,
your...
miny, mo. Goodbye, goal.
We're gonna go find your We're gonna go find your things, and we'll bring them back.
Good.
Right?
Good.
As I look at Evanir, like yes.
Yes.
Then I look at Aldrin. Don't say a fucking word. I just look at him.
Yeah, Petiqui has gone to him and is like chittering. Not in mourning, because Thrycreen are actually quite unemotional, but you know. Avenir hoarding all of the gems.
Well, we were gonna sell them, and so now I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna take them back because we're not
Okay.
obviously doing that now.
My gems now.
Let's get going then.
Rest in
Annika's
peace,
going to
Goal.
sort of start following these tracks, see if she can make heads or tails of like what they might be.
Roll me a survival check.
Good at that one, guys.
Is
Hold on, hold on,
Petiqui
hold on.
coming with us?
Yes, he is. We need him.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
So looking at them, there are 4 sets of tracks, which are vaguely humanoid. 2 sets of them are much smaller than the other 2.
cool.
Although they're all quite heavy, so with that 20, you're thinking that maybe the small ones are still pretty hefty.
Do
Based
they all
on
go
the
in
depth.
the same direction?
Yes, they are traveling together away from the ship.
Quick
So
scenes on
at a-
us.
compared to
at a
like
quick-
the party, I
At
get
a
a
quick
rough estimate of.
what?
I was just thinking, like, if I can see like the tracks, can I compare their rough size to, for example, a humanoid, like medium sized? Do I
Two
think,
medium, 2 small.
Cool.
Oh,
They're not they. You know, at 20, you think they're not wearing shoes, but they're not exactly barefoot either.
Cool.
so we're after people then?
Or some at people size.
Let's go before he turns one of his devastating eyes on us next.
So you head off. Petiqui just looks down at Goal, just kind of not believing what's all going on. The lot of you set up camp. I will go with them and make sure that whatever it is this freak of eyes is after, and bring it back. He will hop to his feet and follow you, sort of limping along. He's not doing too well. All things considered,
Can I
he's
help him out some more?
let's see, he was at 33 and you healed him for like 6, I want to say. You could help him out a bit more.
I'll sink into him. 5.
Okay. I just have to do this.
Don't blow up again.
That'd be great, though.
No.
So
No,
drop
it wouldn't, because it
fucking
would kill all the
fireball on
lackeys.
us.
It would kill half like the NPCs.
It would kill
It'd make the
Petiqui.
beholder angry.
Oh, yeah. Probably a bad idea. So Creep, you've got 3 lizard
Creep
folk.
isn't here.
Right. Creep lizard folk skeleton or zombies are coming along with you. Are they all zombies? I think they're all zombies.
No, he had
Yeah.
us. I I thought.
No,
yeah, we
the
had a
ske-
lengthy discussion about how we'd make a skeleton.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
we never did. So you guys are going along, singing a song, and follow these tracks into the jungle.
Also, Alden says maybe we should pick up the pace a bit. Zarain will wash these tracks in no time.
Yes.
Good point. Are we significant distance away from the beholder?
Yes.
After a moment.
Yes. You are away from the beholder.
As we're following the tracks, I turn to everyone and I say we need to figure out what we've got to do about that beholder. We might have to neutralize him.
I say we plant the beans and get gone in the night.
Yeah, I agree.
Leave them to deal with whatever comes.
I was going to try to grab all of our things and use any trick I could to get out of here, but now that he's healing and floating about again, I believe we're going to have a harder time getting away.
Yes. All right. That seems like a reasonable plan. Let's go capture whatever the hell he won't tell us he's captured.
Ooh. So, following after these tracks, about 15 minutes away, so you're like probably 3/4 of a mile away from the ship. It's no longer visible, especially with the rain and the trees. But you spot an object floating through the trees. This big, round object floating a few feet off the ground. It's got there, and you see 2 medium and 2 small humanoid figures walking with them. They're silhouettes in the rain.
The silhouettes in the rain?
Silhouettes in the rain.
So I'm sorry, the Discord went a little nuts.
Yeah,
2
yeah,
floating
sorry.
things and what?
A floating orb several feet across, and 2 medium and 2 small humanoids.
Oh.
And they're sort of silhouetted in the rain. It's hard to make out details of them.
Alden gets out his bow.
I think we
Maybe
need to subdue them, maybe.
can we get a closer look? Anyone?
I can. Let me sneak up. I can try to get a good view.
And the rest of us just hang back for now. Yeah.
Aldrich
Yes.
takes out his bow and puts on his helmet.
He takes out his bow, puts back his bow, and takes it back.
Okay.
We're doing it hard mode.
So, first things first, I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on myself. Of course, the rest of the party's welcome to it. So,
Hey, you guys want to all make stealth checks, maybe?
for now, this okay. Do you
And
want the
I-
modifier ahead of time or
Just
afterwards?
make the normal check. I can add 10 to it.
Okay.
I'm SMT.
Alright, so
for
I was going to sneak ahead
Apocalypse.
of the group. Nice. I was going to sneak ahead of the group and see if I couldn't get close without disrupting them. Also using the shadows.
Well, one of the zombies gets 10 total.
What happens with the
Uh,
zombie? You cut out.
One of the zombies
10.
gets 10 total.
That's why we're having them stay back and not join
Or a
us.
0 without pass without trace.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
Nice.
So Tranquility, as you march forward, you are quite stealthy. 28 stealth, you are basically completely hidden. But as you're going forward, they stop. As you get within like 300 to 350 feet, like you can see them, but still can't make out their like what they are. But they all stop, and one of them makes like a sound that just echoes, or like you can barely hear it. But they stop, and 2 of the figures turn towards you, looking directly at you.
I look incredibly nervous at this. Like, how the hell did they? How far away am I from them?
300 to 350 feet, somewhere in that range. So you're like a football field away. You can barely see them through the sparse trees, or the thick trees.
All right. So, are you? Is anyone else having him cut out?
Oh
or is
yeah,
it
there was
just
some
me?
cutting out there.
Oh, is it
Okay.
me?
Oh
Yeah.
my God, Aldrin.
Well,
That's good.
that's
Me
pretty
neither,
good.
sure.
Oh, nice.
Are we going to use it though? Is the question.
Yeah.
Probably.
That low key, wild Cynex roll there.
Yeah.
Super lucky.
Oh, if do they do anything to tranquility?
I don't know. I'm gonna roll a thing and see what they do.
I kind of just stand there like, oh, okay.
They all turn and start running away.
Aldrin shit runs after them. Fuck.
Same.
Evanir casts. Can Evanir cast a spell?
I mean, sometimes he can.
Sometimes.
I
I want to
mean-
cast web on them.
What's the distance on that?
How far?
Yeah, well, like 300 feet away.
Yeah, you're far. You're like the rest of you are like 400 feet away.
Oh, then I'm gonna charge after them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Aldrin's gonna wind form and then wind step.
I'm going.
Just use all those
Run.
side points. Oh
You can
man.
find out, Rick.
We didn't hear anything
are-
there, Rick.
I don't know. I think I'm having some internet problems maybe.
Yeah.
Does anyone still have Xanathar's guide open?
Well, no, it's fine if it's
No.
open. Like, just don't
Oh, it's just
load
when
it.
it loads.
Just don't load
Yeah.
it during the stream.
Alright, so I'm going to run after them using my full move speed and action to dash and teleport from any dark place to any dark place. I'm sure it's raining, so it's just kind of dim light.
Yeah, I am having some problems. I wonder what's up with that.
I'm
Problem
loving this
is you-
session this week.
Chrome is using a lot of network for some reason.
Are you okay? And you can
Ah,
just having a
Google.
dry night and work in the morning. That sounds so fun and exciting.
oh yeah.
I literally just completely forgot that I normally swing by the shops on the way home and get a couple of drinks for the game. So I missed that. It's probably for the best because I do have to be up early in the morning.
I mean, I'm just glad you can only enjoy us while intoxicated. You know.
it helps the character somewhat. I get a bit more aggressive when I've been drinking, so it's fine.
Nice.
Great.
That's the best response ever. I'm not
That's why I didn't drink when I was playing Grand.
Shit, really?
Mm.
Damn.
I was on the brews then. By brews, I mean the teas.
Jeez.
All right. Anyway, let's just ignore all of these net problems and hope they don't come up again, which they certainly will.
All right.
Need that rain.
Mhm.
All right. So you guys start chasing after them, and they are not that fast.
Yeah.
Um,
I would hope
Because
not.
neither are we.
I have
but-
like 150 move speed right now.
Oh yeah, you catch up as you get closer to them. You can see that they are strangely colored. The two medium humanoids have like this scarry, pinkish, burned looking flesh, while the orb has this darkened black colored flesh, and eye stalks.
What the fuck?
And as
Try
it,
to
There we go.
what's up?
telepathy, the humanoid.
Yeah, I mean you can try. Yeah,
I
you-
say. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I say, we are not here to harm or kill you. We are just here for information.
The response you get back is garbled and unintelligible, like a swarm of thoughts that deny common logic.
That's
Almost if you telepathically talked to an overstimulated dog.
Oh. I mean, less. Oh. Grand.
Weird, creepy. Oh,
Oh, yeah, weird, very creepy. So as you guys start entering this, you guys near a fallen tree with like a game trail running by it, and they stop and turn towards you as the rest of you start catching up. And you notice the two small ones look extremely strange as well. They have this gray, terrible skin, misshapen skulls, 4 sets of arms, and 2 mouths.
Oh, what
Not
the
sure if you
shit are
Exactly. Are you going to wait for the rest of the party to catch up?
I mean, are they stopping as well?
Yeah,
do
they
they look
stop
like
and are
they're
like
trying-
holding their ground. The beholder, all of its eyes are white and bloodshot, with no pupil.
Whoa, hold on. There's a beholder type thing here?
I said
Yes,
ice
it's
dogs.
this. Yeah.
It's the floating orb.
I'm sorry. Fantasy Grounds isn't loading, so I
Oh, there we go. Oh shit. Oh.
Oh, no! I don't want to play anymore. Where the fuck am I compared to them?
Like there.
That's where we are.
And Aldrin comes up behind not too late after. Ebonir and Annika and Creep and his zombies are slowly coming up. But these things have decided to stand their ground because they're not running away from you anymore.
Right. So, do they just stand there? Do they look like they're ready to attack, or are they waiting for us to attack?
They are in a defensive posture. Although the humanoids do look like they are, like they really want to attack, but they are being they're like snapping out the tendrils on the medium ones. They have tendrils coming out of their shoulder blades, whip at the air. The ones with the 2 mouths and 4 arms are like ready to strike, like swinging around their clubs at nothing.
These things. I wonder if these things are all somehow connected to the big one here. Right. I'm gonna wait for a moment for the rest of the party to show up, but I'm just kind of like in a ready stance. But I want to make sure that if I go in, I'm gonna go in with everyone else with me.
As Aldrin approaches and sees that everyone's stopped, he's gonna cast Mage Armor on himself. Aldrin,
Okay.
Ebonir.
Yeah, that guy. And yes, this beholder monster brought to you by Doifam.
Thanks, Doifam.
God damn it, Doifam.
We hate you, Doifam. Just joking with that.
He's gonna give us all the XP, guys, and we're gonna level up. It's gonna be amazing.
All right, so I guess everyone catches up.
Alright.
And as you get together, they start lunging forward, and I'm just going to start the encounter now.
All right.
That's fine. That's
It's
fine
like
by me. I
Mexican
just wanna-
standoff style.
Yeah. I did not want to fight these things alone, and even with Aldrin, I don't think we would have been able to handle it. So.
I mean, we got him. We easy peasy. One shot.
Yeah.
Dynamic duo.
Shut up, Tranquility. Dynamic duo, totally.
I mean, no, this is Matthew to Dimmy, not Aldrin.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Sure,
and,
sure. We got this.
Initiative is
Look
being
at all our
rolled.
League of Legends games.
Wow, they both got nat 20s on their initiative. Damn. So did Ebonir.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they're going to go first because that's easier. So these two creatures. So you've seen creatures like this before. Once.
Who? Me?
All of you down in
Oh.
the Undercity of Sharn. You saw one in a particular tavern.
Oh.
Shamu Car, boy. Represent.
This thing was in the tavern?
So this thing is going to lunge forward pretty slow and addled. And is actually going to go behind this tree and try to hide.
So
And he does so with a natural 20 on his stealth roll. Oh, you tell how this encounter is going to go. So he is hidden.
The dice are loaded. Stop it.
This one, however, is going to come over here. He is going to hide. So this is a pretty massive tree. It gives them basically 3/4 cover. But he's going to stand here and ready, like this, if anything comes out. Ebonir. The only thing the beholder has half cover, the rest have 3/4 cover provided by that tree.
What do I know about beholders? What does Ebonir hold know about beholders? Is basically what I'm asking.
They're very dangerous. Keep grabbing this. Trying a new layout for the stream, and I'm having troubles because I keep grabbing the wrong thing.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if I've said it this time. So we are going to be using the new spell identification rules from Xanathar's, but I'm also going to use that for knowledge checks from here on out, where trying to identify something or make a knowledge check of some sort will take your action or reaction. Your choice.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That way it takes up, it's not just everyone trying to make, I haven't had a problem with you, but I think it adds a little, like, you take some concerted effort to remember everything that you've learned about this subject.
That makes sense. Okay, and that, so I have to use an action or a reaction on that one, right?
Correct.
Okay, let's use a reaction.
All right, so make an Arcana check or a History check. Either one of those is fine.
Let's go with history since I'm an expert.
All right.
Nah.
Wow. So beholders were created by the Delkir back in the Delkir Wars against the Dakani Empire. My bad. They have a different eye beam on each eye stalk, and can turn off. They can turn off magic with their main eye. This one does not seem like a normal beholder, though. It is like sort of rotten, and its flesh is discolored. And it's missing a bunch of teeth, and all of its eyes are white. You think this is probably an undead of some sort as well.
Okay. I can't see over the tree, right?
3/4 cover against everyone, but half cover against the beholder.
Okay, so let's go ahead and, while they're grouped together, go ahead. Ebonir will hold up his library stamp and charge up until the blue flame starts baking on the end of it, and send out a big old fireball at these three.
Let's see, 20 foot. So like this.
Yeah, let's go those three.
All
I
right.
think is the best bet.
So I will target them for you. There you go. Oh, there you go. Go ahead and roll that cast. Send out a flame, and they are very not that dexterous.
Except the one.
They take 27 and 13 damage as they are engulfed in flames, but they are still up.
Can I use an sorcery point to
Empower?
empower that spell?
All right, roll however many.
3d6.
All right.
Yeah, 3d6.
So let's see, an extra 5. Let's see. Dolgrim 2. No, that's Dolgaunt. Dolgrim 1 failed, so he takes another 5. You know what? I'm gonna retroactively. No, he's dead. Dolgrim 2.
Doesn't matter. I don't have Tad's KS is not active. So.
Well, no, I meant like was supposed to capture these
Yeah.
guys and you just fried one of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are we supposed
well.
to capture them?
We were told to, I believe.
So yeah, one of them just
Fine.
goes up in flame and lets out. You hear two voices at once, calling out, like crying out in pain, and they die.
2 die?
Oh, no.
No,
Is it
just one,
bad? Okay.
but it has two voices.
Alright, Ebonir will Is this cover back here or no?
Where?
In the bushes to the south.
That's like
southwest.
difficult terrain.
Okay.
But not really cover.
All right, let's just back up over here. Just quick step backwards.
All
and
right,
that'll be my
Creep
turn.
is going to command them to take these out, knock them out, boys. That's a bonus action, and as an action, he is going to cast. I don't know.
Magic missile at the closest pink one.
I'm gonna cast a first level magic missile, because he can do that. Minimum damage. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. So the skulls fly out, go over the cover, and smack it. Tranquility. Speaking of smacking,
Oh, I guess it wasn't muted. So it's raining and dark and kind of grimy. Is it like dim light at least?
everything's
or-
dim light.
Right. So then I'm just going to bonus action appear over here.
As you do, it lashes out with one of its tentacles.
Oh Jesus! Nothing pressed out.
And I'm going to use a complication point.
I deserve it.
You do. It's true. That.
Ow.
So it smacks you and wraps around you, and you are grappled. And must
Alright.
make a con save. Why do you have advantage on that?
Oh, cause I had advantage selected because my bonus action, teleport lets me get advantage
Oh.
on my next attack. So
Yes, right. Well, you pass. So now make your attack with advantage. It's interesting to know that that works like that. Anyway, make your attack with advantage.
So as he wraps around my arms, I just kick him in the fucking head.
22 damage. Or 22 to hit. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead.
Alright, and so I'm going to pack, and I'm going to drop one of these bad boys so I can try to stunning strike him.
Okay. Wait, why was that resisted? Oh boy. From non-magical.
My fists should be considered magical.
They are. For some reason it didn't.
It's just not
Maybe I did the thing wrong. Great.
It's not my fault, it's totally yours.
It is. So it fails. It is. I'm going to use another complication point. Because I want
Alright,
these
well,
guys
it's
to
fine.
not get their asses kicked immediately.
Alright, so I don't just kick them again.
Alright. That hits. Deal some damage.
Yeah, that'll be fine for now.
Alright.
Always-
Aldrin,
she-
it is
he
your
looks down.
turn.
Yeah, so Alton's gonna run up here, and as he's running, bounds around the corner, taking out his soul knives, and then recoils in horror at this abomination.
It is a 5 to 6 foot tall humanoid with this pinkish skin that looks burned, and scarred. It's got no eyes, no hair, a long tongue and sharp teeth, and 2 tendrils sticking out of its back.
That's not ideal.
Oh yes.
So he takes out his soul knives, and as he does, he empowers them. And stifling a gag, he plunges forwards with his soul knives into this thing for non-lethal damage.
All right.
Almost, if he does hit, he's almost caressing this thing's skull in a way, as if to kind of like soothe it to sleep.
I wonder if I could. If I do this, spread it out across, like that, maybe. I don't know. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Yeah, you knock it unconscious with a swift.
I also use this.
It's when you slay an enemy.
Slay an enemy.
Slay.
Oh, while I kill them. Oh.
Okay. You kill them and regain 2 side
No,
points.
I don't kill him. I said, I said like, so like killing them.
Yes.
So, yes.
I thought you said, well, I kill them then.
No.
That's what I heard as well.
No,
Yeah, I heard it as
no,
well.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We all.
no, no.
You can all tell what we
well, like,
what we think of you.
I mean, it's fine.
Ravik the Zombo is gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's gonna dash up here with his 20 feet of movement. Doifam 1 is going to... Oh god, did the wrong thing again. Oh, help me. Is gonna dash up here with his 40 feet of movement. Getting in people's way, of course. I guess Patikwi's there too.
Tikri's like back there though. Like,
Annika, it's your turn.
go get them.
Yeah. So we're gonna hop off Nigel, and we're gonna go. Stop this. I'm not done. So it was what 5, 10, 15,
Well,
20.
Doesn't jumping off cost half your movement?
Does it?
Pretty sure we've had this discussion before.
I'm sure we haven't. I mean, it might be a thing, but I don't remember being told this.
I'm almost positive. Mounted
Cool.
combat. You can doing so costs the mount equal to half your movement if you mount or dismount. So yeah. So it's
Cool.
like 15.
Well, I just want to end up, I guess, there then, but going in a straight diagonal rather than that awkward shape that I've made there.
Okay.
Yeah. So that leaves me, how far away from these guys?
Too far.
No, never too far. How do I measure shit?
You were like 35 feet.
You can
That's
either drag yourself for movement technically, or you can just left right click. That's it.
Yeah. That's like 40
all
feet
right.
away.
Got you. And I can see these guys, right?
Right. Well.
Uh,
yeah. You can't see the Dolgrim. He's got total cover from you, but you can barely see the
fair.
Dolgaunt, and you can see the Beholder just fine.
Well, the Dulgaunt is like on the floor, isn't he?
Oh yeah. Right. Oof. Rough day today.
Yeah.
Do you want a hug group? No, hug group.
I kind of want to nap.
Always.
I don't want to nap.
That's a good.
All right. What does Annika
Yeah.
do? What does Annika do?
She's gonna sort of cast an arm out and send one of these tendrils from her cloak to grab this beholder zombie. And I can't see the other one. I don't care about the knocked out guy, so I'll just
Okay.
grab this.
It succeeds.
Yay! I don't think anything happens on a success.
Yeah. Oh, where is it? Mantle of the Roper. On a failed save. Yeah, so it wraps around it, but it immediately just shakes it off. It gets stuck on the big tree.
Fair enough.
Well, let's see what it does. It's got some stuff. So let's see. It uses a random magic eye ray. All right, let's see which one it does. That one.
I'm back.
Disintegration ray and we're all dead.
Oh, I wish.
Right.
It's
It's all for
gonna-
fighting Beholder zombie.
Okay, this is right up my alley.
It is going to target.
Don't kill them. Knock them out.
Says the guy who killed one.
Yeah, that was an accident.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think it's going to target Tranquility.
Okay, love that.
You fail
Awesome.
as you are hit by a ray and struck with pain, taking 28 points
Ooh,
of
wow.
necrotic damage.
Ooh, ow, my metallic frame. My metallic frame hurting juice. Ow.
It's going to float. Oh, it's going to float over here. Matthew, the zombie, has
Why
been
is he called
commanded
Matthew?
because he's been
I
commanded
don't-
to go
I
over
don't-
here and knock things out. Nigel, how's Nigel doing?
Nigel's gonna try and grab this Zombo. So he's just gonna dash this way like that.
Okay. And he runs
I guess that's it.
he runs into the Dolgaunt.
This is fine.
Okay. Let's see here. Dolgrim 2. Two voices speaking as one comes up. This says Morningstar, but it's actually a club. He misses Tranquility. And this says Spear, but it's actually just a pointy stick.
Oh no, not a pointy stick. Anything pointy stick.
And he hits you.
Ooh, ow. Don't worry, guys, I got this.
He's...
I use an action points. Hold on.
Are you gonna have it miss you?
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll heal you and then.
God damn. I'm okay, guys. I promise. I swear.
Oh, what a rough day. What a rough day. So he swings this pointy stick around, and you catch it with one of your hands, refusing to let it bring you down. And now,
No, Payton.
Axebeak.
Asshat.
Dolgaunt 1
Is.
is going to attack with his tendrils. Missing once. I use an action point. I want one of these to hit.
God fucking hell. How many of those do you got? You should have, like, very few left, right?
I got 4 now.
Alright, that's not bad. We can.
He is drained and grappled. Let's make a con save. Succeeds.
Yeah.
Okay. Dolgaunt 2 is dead. Or unconscious, whatever. Ebonir, it's your turn.
Evanir, come on, Grippy. It's gonna go up to here.
Okay.
Alright, he is going to turn and flick his library stamp and speak some creepy language in the snake tongue and cast firebolt
Okay.
at the beholder.
All right. You hit. Deal 12 points of fire damage to this thing.
All
The
right,
smell
and
of
then he's going
rotten, burnt flesh filling,
Come
or,
back.
well, doused by the rain.
So he's doing his typical hide and poke up, shoot, hide.
Okay. Creep, what do you do?
Bring him in
I'm
alive.
assuming necrotic damage doesn't work well on them.
Well, we're not so sure about the Dulgas, but the Beholder, probably not.
In that case, I'm going to hold my hand out at the Dualgast. And I am going... The Dulgaunt.
Yeah. That Dolgaunt has total cover from you. It is right behind the tree.
Oh,
And a
dang
rock.
it.
Yeah.
Alright, well...
This area is obviously difficult terrain.
Right. Let me see. Move. It's not letting me move. Let's go. 10, 20, 30. Would I be able to shoot him from here?
Yes.
Alright. So I'll move to here, pressing my way through the forest, before I hold my hand out and begin to chant in a separate language before summoning forth a great torrent of necrotic energy to erupt at him as I fire a ray of sickness.
All right.
Hot.
There's a hit. It does succeed on the save, however. It does, I believe, take the poison damage still. Yes.
Yes, so 9.
It takes 9 damage, but resists it, hissing at you and speaking in a language none of you understand.
Even me?
It's a very sharp language.
Okay.
No. Tranquility.
No.
What do you do?
All right, so with spear in hand, I look at this little thing and just punch in the nose.
Ooh.
Wow.
For
Is that noise on?
poof!
You punch it in the nose and it drops like a sack of, like 2 sacks of potatoes.
That worked better than expected. Alright, now then, where was I? Gonna step over his body and go, "Hello, neighbor."
You run up to
Damn
the
it, I was
beholder
muted.
zombie. Some of its eyes looking at you with no pupils. You hit it.
Hey!
10 more damage.
Gonna spend one of them sexy key points to stunning strike it.
And it succeeds.
Well, that didn't work. I guess it's time to bonus action, punch it again. Hup, ha! Alright.
And indeed you do. You try to stun it again. I'm going to use a complication point on that.
That's why I'm I stunned myself.
No, you're fine. So yeah, as you strike it, and it seems to flow your key through it to stun it. You see the key sort of fountain out of one of the eyes, one of the eye stalks, not affecting it. Aldrin, it's your turn.
Sorry, is anyone else lagging really badly?
No.
I'm just lagging IRL.
Unfortunately, but
I feel like
Okay.
shit.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
I'm glad we all feel this way today.
I mean,
Yeah,
if it
it's,
gets too bad, we
pretty
can always
low.
call it a session.
No. We're gonna level up today, goddammit. No.
You wish.
I
Okay,
wish.
so Aldrin's going to use Windstream as he launches himself over this. This is like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon sense of movement right here. Like he's not flying like Superman. He's just walking on air.
All right, roll. Yeah. Wait. Tides of Chaos has been used.
No.
Yep.
wait.
Roll on the wild magic table as Tides of
Oh,
Chaos
man.
is once again restored to Ebonir.
I'm
So
sure
at-
Evanir just kind of looks at himself. Like, what the shit?
So as you're flowing through it, Ebonir feels a sudden infusion of energy as Aldrin begins as Hia becomes as he lands next to this beholder zombie.
Son of a.
So he's bald and speaking in tongues.
Exactly.
Same though.
Hey. I wish. Right now, I wish.
All right, what do you
I'm
do?
just disappointed in myself for getting to this point. And Aldrin charges up his side blades. He speaks every time he charges these up, and as he does, the gurgles grow louder as if in confusion and horror.
All right, roll psionics again. Yeah.
Get out of here. And I attack this beholder
And you hit.
Can do it.
for non-lethal damage, by the way, right?
Right, non-lethal the zombie.
Right at this kind of where I'm like, I don't
Well,
do that.
yeah, I can't make the save. It. So yeah, as you strike through it, it is suddenly overcome and drops.
Why are we doing non-lethal now?
Because these things belong to the beholder who we've already wrecked the ship of. And he wants him.
Fair enough. Don't piss off
Yeah.
that guy.
He also disintegrated one of Patikui's lackeys because we didn't move fast enough. So
We should just mark this guy. Like, just
We
mark
really
him.
should, but I'm not in any state to do it right now.
I mean, I've got socks. Ebony has soap. We just go into his bunk at night, straight up.
Yeah,
Beat him.
the beholder.
We'll take his bed as well.
Annika, it's your
Oh.
turn.
yeah, I'm not designed for these kind of encounters. I'm not really a non-lethal kind of person. Technically, but like it doesn't make any sense.
I remember you're not non-lethal. Trust me.
Monster.
Just gonna walk
Well, you
up.
know-
How back?
A gun isn't non-lethal. Who would have guessed?
I know,
Oh.
right? I have some Tanglefoot bags. I'll try and lob one of them at this Dolgaunt. But it doesn't have any kind of setup, I don't think. I just have to make a ranged attack, I guess. I'll just do that with my my weapon.
Do it up.
I was
Cool.
muted.
So it needs
Anyway,
to-
yeah. So when you do that, you just make like a dex check because it doesn't get your proficiency, but it would still be a 19, so you hit.
Hey. So it's got a DC 13 strength check. Oh wait, no, it's just
It is restrained.
oh, it's just restrained, and it has
So you
to.
throw this bag, and it suddenly explodes, and this strange black goo sticks the Dolgaunt to the ground. Man, apologies to everyone for this, whatever this session is. Oof,
Best session.
It's the thing.
it sure is a thing.
We're gonna level up, goddammit.
Are you? I don't want to do that. God damn
Probably.
it. Probably not. Nigel.
Nigel's just gonna smack at this thing with like a closed claw, just trying to beat it down. It's
All right.
probably still gonna get set on fire, but hey,
Hits. Swings at it.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus. Deals 19 damage.
Clang.
Yeah, it is bleeding all over the place. The Dolgaunt still has a chance. It hits.
Oh.
All right. Let's see. Needs to make a con save. It fails. So, Nigel's maximum hit points
No,
are reduced by 8.
no, they're not. Stop
And the
it.
Dolgaunt regains 8 hit points as it drains some of the very magic that keeps Nigel animated. So
Guys,
let's
you better
see.
put this thing down before it gets to my turn, because I'm gonna kill it.
Don't worry, I'm gonna strangle it with bloody hands.
You can't do non-lethal damage.
I can't do non-lethal damage. I'm still gonna attack it.
So
When
you're gonna
is-
kill it anyway?
When has not doing
Nope.
non-lethal damage ever mattered to you guys?
I'm gonna get it weak and
Ever
then I'm
since
gonna
we're
beat.
trying not to piss off a beholder more,
Yeah, I'm not
Alright.
gonna kill it. I'm just gonna get it weak and then beat it with a quarterstaff.
Ebonare, you've moved up there. What do you do?
Do I know? Can I use a knowledge check to see if I hold person would work on this thing?
Yeah, you can make a history check as your reaction. So Dolgaunts were hobgoblins that were twisted during the Dolkir Wars and are a sort of pseudo self-replicating race. They breed, they reproduce. They are aberrations. They are not humans. Humanoids.
Okay, so in that case, I'm just gonna ready. I guess I'll ready a firebolt in case this thing starts coming at us, but I'm not gonna shoot it. I'm gonna hope someone knocks it out.
All right, creep.
I am going to walk at this thing. Is it rough terrain to get to here?
To where? That's a tree. That's
Oh.
yeah, that's a tree.
All right.
Here, I'll
Gonna-
you can walk through here 5, 10, 20, 30, and you'll be up against it.
Okay, I'll take that.
All right. You move, you wade through the ferns, taking out your quarterstaff.
Oh, I ain't taking out the quarterstaff. Yeah, he's still full health. Actually, no, he's weak. You're right. I get up close to him, and I'm gonna take my quarterstaff and raise it above my head and go to clonk him on top of the head with it.
All right. Try your best.
Ah!
You hit. Roll damage. That 1d6 minus 1. Big damage, boys.
4 damage.
4
yes!
damage. It's looking pretty bad. Tranquility.
Yeah,
You
I
just
see that
saw
on
Creep
yours.
like hit him with the quarterstaff like a baseball bat up against a tree.
I just stare at him. Come here and go and like take his quarterstaff from his hand and go no. And I'm gonna beat this thing to death with his quarterstaff.
But
You gonna kill it, or you
not
gonna?
actually to
No,
death,
no, I'm not
though,
gonna
right?
actually kill it, but
I'll
I'm still gonna beat it with with his quarterstaff now.
Rick, if it's okay, I'll spend the free action to drop the quarterstaff so he can take it.
No, I can just take it from you.
That's not how you fucking.
Okay.
That's not how you use a quarterstaff. Smack. That's how you use a quarterstaff.
You
Give
smack
back
it
to
and
him.
it drops unconscious. Congratulations.
Give it back to him.
I
All right.
take it as I kind of like jostle a bit as I'm holding it. Look up at him, look down at my staff, look over at the guy on the floor, like, well, all right then.
So you've got 2 unconscious Dolgants, an unconscious Dolgrim, a dead Dolgrim, and a Beholder zombie that's also unconscious. But we are going to take our break because I need a refresher of something because I'm going to die otherwise. I'm going to get some dinner and see if that doesn't perk me up a bit. So we'll be right back in like 10-15 minutes. Yeah.
Be back in a bit stream.
That last round was glorious.
Thank you. I thought that was fucking great. That's not how you use your fucking quarterstaff. Smack.
Oh my god. I loved it.
I think I deserve some inspiration for that, yo. God damn it. Oh man. Just smack. Did you see the bold Aldrin picture I drew really quick?
Oh yeah, I saw.
Oh my god. Oh man, I've been like super memeish like all day.
I can't even blame you. I gotta say though, at least I did 4 points of damage. Like that's high for me.
You know, that would have been way less impressive if I didn't fucking knock him out in one hit.
Because originally what I was going to do is I was actually going to use Vampiric Touch on him and suck the blood out of him. But I realized that if I did that, I was probably going to kill him.
Oh man, I really want something for that. That's really, I'm so happy with that. Today is a bad day, I think, for like everyone. I need drinks. I'm out of drinks. Jolts, go to the store and get me drinks.
I was already just at the store. I think I'd rather not.
God damn it! I gotta go to the store after this game then. Just make this last. Ouch! I got like a thing. I wonder how much undead. So wait, that was a zombie beholder, right?
Yeah.
Can you make a zombie beholder?
Eventually, yes.
How?
Create-
Those only humanoids.
Create greater undead.
Oh, okay, that's how that works. I was wondering.
Shit,
Yeah,
Rick.
but-
He's not here right now.
Oh, but he is. Oh, he's eating. That makes sense.
He's ignoring.
I mean, it's fine. It's for the best, really. Well, it's nice. Maybe you don't have me. So, how's everyone's day been today, anyway?
Long.
Long? What? Work long?
No, just It's been a day.
I mean,
I think me and Rick are having the same problem of like a super unproductive, just bleh,
mm-mm.
and for no reason particularly.
It's just one of those days, sort of thing, right?
Yeah, it's just one of those days.
How do you get over them by those sort of days?
Time. Patience.
I mean, true. I mean, like, you don't want to be like paralyzed by it, right?
Well, it's like there's nothing you can do about it. It's just one of those things. Like, I'm not, not super sad, not depressed, not like super energetic. There's nothing wrong.
No, but it's just
Just
like one of those things where it's
blood.
indifferent. Yeah.
Right,
I tell you
right.
what. Do you have any like safeguards against that in the sense of like I know when I feel like that I like to take a walk or do something, get out of something. You know what I mean?
Well, normally
Like,
I'll
get out
just
of the area.
do stupid sketches. I'll
Mhm.
do stupid sketches, kind of like what I did for fucking Bald Aldrin there.
Well,
Look in our chat. The video
I
chat.
know. I did.
Okay. I'll do stupid sketches like that all day, or I'll try to play video games and try to, do that, but fuck, I'm not much better there either.
Mm.
So it's just like, it's just one of those days.
I mean, yeah, I got you.
But I mean, I also get like super meme-ish. Like
You get
all
super
this
what?
meme-ish, all the stupid jokes, like today, the metal frame hurting juice.
I don't think there's stupid jokes.
The constant shit posting that I'm doing in chat.
So I will say this: it took me over 30 years to learn this, and it's really sort of lame, but it is the one true thing I've learned so far in life. Is like when you're really down, I swear to God, exercise will get you better
Yes.
every time. Like it
'Cause-
sucks, it's annoying, but you get like I jump on a exercise bike for 20 minutes, and my attitude changes. It's weird.
Cold showers and exercise are the godsend if you want like a quick dopamine injection. And also, Orion, you're over 30? Really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I could not tell. I
Yeah.
really could.
Yeah, dude, you seriously did look like 20. You did look like 23, 25 tops.
I'm
I
older
wa-
than
I was
I'm
going
older
with-
than Mr. Bitters.
I was going
Really?
with
Yep.
wow.
Shit, dude.
See, I was going with like 28 at most.
Yeah. Like, I thought, when I saw Bitters, I thought Bitters is like, he's like 27, and Orion was like
Yeah.
25, 26 sort of thing.
No, no.
Nope. Yeah. No, I have a bit of a baby face. But yeah, I am well over 30.
Well over 30. Damn, you have like nearly twice my years of experience. I could
Yeah, maybe. Still playing D&D though. Still playing D&D, always to the end.
Yeah.
Always.
I will
Hey,
find a way to
I'll-
make D&D my life, my career here. God damn it!
Oh yeah.
Rick is beating me to it by a long shot.
I'll say this: when it comes to things that get me down, I've always found the cheering up and just being able to escape to the fantasy world, to be able to role play, to be able to play Dungeons and Dragons or other RPG games. That's always been my escape from depression.
But that's always it can be a double-edged sword in a way, though, right? Because sometimes
Yes,
you
it
may
can.
get locked into playing games or RPGs and shit because that's the only way
Yeah.
to escape the pain of life or the experience of situation you're living. But if you don't address those underlying issues, right, then it's like, if you don't
Yeah.
get medication or don't go to therapy, then start and just replace it with video games, and you become like playing video games all day, doing nothing with your life, sort of thing.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
can understand that.
That's why I'm trying to do the art thing, because at least the art thing is starting to pay for itself. I feel I need to improve a bit more, but at least if I feel like I'm drawing and working towards something a little bit, I would probably be starting to work that. I've been trying to work out a little bit, but I'm not doing it right now because my
Yeah.
fucking knee is killing me.
That's actually one of the main reasons I am forcing myself to go back to school in January, because I've actually spent the last 2 years of my life doing nothing. So I I'm going to force myself to go back to school in January and try to actually get my GED and then go for my full-on associate's degree in college.
That sounds like a good idea. I mean, like 2 years in the grand scheme of things, 2 years is nothing compared to a renewed sense of purpose. Like for reals, people go like 5-10 years of their life without any purpose.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. Ah, life.
life can be great and awful. Hey,
At the same time.
at the same time. Like, I don't know. I really love Wednesday's game just because this is the moment, like, this, between like university work and the shittiest job I've ever had in my life. This is like the light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, I don't get to play games that much anymore. Like, I can
Really?
occasionally. No, because I, like. When you're like, when you're in a really long-term relationship and you live together, there's like a lot you gotta do. And so, like, especially my wife is not into video games at all. And all the games I play are single player. So, like, it's very isolating. So, like, this is the day that, like, she, like, gives, like, I play this game. And she knows this day is always like I'm gonna play the game, but like when she's home, I like unless she's like doing stuff and like really occupied, I try not to play too much.
That makes sense. I mean, that's pretty awesome, like, commitment from.
That's not awesome commitment. That's survival skills.
I mean, I mean, imagine living with someone, especially a marriage or something, like for so long. It is about survival because it's like a continued effort all the time.
Yeah, I mean it's putting in work into a relationship. It's like gotta keep it up.
In more ways, no, I'm joking.
All right, I'm back.
This is not a not safe for work stream. So
No, we're on Twitch. We never say anything not safe for work.
exactly.
Fuck shit, kitten balls, what?
I tell you what, that's pretty not safe for work.
I don't care.
But I will say that I'm enjoying a nice scotch because God knows I need it to loosen up a little.
Oh, you're making Trista jealous right now. He's having a dry night.
He's got an early day.
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck. We've already
Me and
been playing for
both.
2 hours. It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah. This game, honestly, sometimes I feel like this game goes by too quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
when you're gone for like a third of it, Schultz.
Oh,
shit! It's the shade.
It does go by too quick though.
It does.
Every Thursday, I'm like, can we play the game again? Can we just play?
Right? So how goes your fuck, I lost my train of thought. Carry on.
We're waiting
Ricky,
on Trista, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rick, were those earrings? Like, they looked really sick.
Yeah, I
Really cool.
wear
What
I
were
got
they?
0G blue glass spirals. They're not glass. They're like acrylic, like clear acrylic.
What color? Were they black?
They're blue.
Blue. Nice. Is it one of those is it like one of those loopy ones, or is it like a studded
Yeah, it's a
thing?
spiral.
Oh, that's so sick.
Nice.
A good color. I really think like, okay, this is gonna be a weird point, but like fashion is such a big aspect of a person, if that makes sense. What do you guys think?
What is?
Fashion.
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 What the fuck's fashion?
Well, not
Your
fashion,
clothing
but,
choice.
Yeah,
Anything.
clothing away from.
I'm well aware of what fashion is.
You're just memeing us.
Yeah, just meaning,
I wear
Like I said,
t-shirts
days like
and
to-
flannel pajamas.
as is the way.
That's all I
Yeah.
wear.
Is that really? Is that your identity?
No,
Well,
I got
well,
I
I
got
saw him in
jeans and
jeans
shit.
once.
Yeah, I wear jeans when I leave the house.
I guess.
Most of the time.
I typically wear black clothes with an overcoat, like
With an
usually
overcoat.
black and camo, with like a one of those
Oh,
second like
jolts.
shirt vests.
Oh, jolts.
What?
I'm just
Is
I'm
that-
memeing. I'm just memeing.
It,
Oh.
that's Mimi. Rick, and also,
The-
is that because you like the look, or is it you like how it feels, or
Pretty-
what sort of things
pretty-
make you feel
pretty memey.
comfortable?
Welcome to IRL part of the stream.
Yeah.
It's good. I really like the IRL part of the streams. I'm not gonna lie.
Just need
You're all
We've
wonderful
been,
and interesting
what,
people.
together for 2 more years now?
2.5 years.
Like IRL, we're gonna
Alright,
talk to
we're
each
all
other
back.
about IRL eventually in that amount of time.
Yeah.
Maybe one
Wait.
day if we're super
Maybe
popular.
Oh,
we can
did
go
I ever
to a
show you
gym
guys
and
my
play.
ring? I'm so happy with this damn thing.
No,
Just-
let's see it.
Alright, I don't know if you can see that well.
Oh, what is that like? Oh
that's
shit! Is that
cool.
what?
That's meteorite.
That's
That's
meteor.
Oh,
awesome.
nice.
Oh wow!
Shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You're literally wearing space.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
Nice.
More
I mean, it's all
recent.
space. but-
More
yeah, but
recent
this is more
space.
recent. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
heard- Yeah, no, I heard it was a thing, and I was like, I have to own that. Like, that is has to be my wedding ring. Like, no gold, no silver. Give me fucking meteorite.
Yeah, I mean, not just because it's fucking meteorite. That's awesome, but because like, monochrome, right?
Yeah. No. Wait, what was the last thing you said? Sorry.
Symbolic, in a way.
Well, sorry.
It's symbolic.
Symbolic.
He's
Oh, symbolic.
saying that
Oh,
your
yeah.
marriage is out of this world.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Stop
baby.
being
I'll-
Our marriage is out of the world.
I understand you.
The only part of the stream
Alternatively,
she'll ever watch. Yes,
Alter-
baby.
alternatively, that it's going to come crashing down in a gigantic explosion. Let's hope
But
not
not
that.
that one. Not that one. No, please.
That's great. Oh my god. I regret that.
All right, Trista, you back?
Yeah, I'm eating though.
Oh.
I want to
That's okay.
for like 2 seconds though.
Alright,
Going
let's
back
do
to the
this
meteorite
shit.
thing.
We'll
It's
just creepily
appropriate
stare
that-
at Annika's picture.
Yeah, that's
Like
fine.
your number one fan on that art site.
We are
That's,
number
no, that's just one of
one.
my like actual friends who I was like talking about my campaign. He was like, "Hey, I'm doing Drawtober. I'm gonna draw your."
No, I
character,
mean
that's cool.
the one who liked Demi's art.
Oh, that dude.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
What I do? Who? What? Huh? What?
You remember you
You do
drew
that
the
one thing of Annika,
Ha!
and that guy on Demon Out was like, "I like this."
Oh,
And
yeah.
you're like, "We don't like this."
I tell you what,
like,
though.
oh, I really like your work. That's pretty cool. Then I have my own. I have my own hashtag now on Twitter. What the shit?
Demi is now a fan. Like he's been followed by Big Knee Lover 69 on DeviantArt.
No,
Oh wow.
Loves
Stop.
Annika because she's got big knees.
Oh no, not that. Let's get back to the game, please.
Yeah. So
No.
we're back, sort of.
this
Oh.
is the worst day.
We're back, sort
This
of.
is the best.
So you guys have felled these beasts, these
Beasties.
creatures. What do you do?
I make sure Nigel's okay. What the fuck was that?
Nigel is a bit on the slow side right now, but he probably will recover.
Could we how heavy is this beholder? And Ebonir tries to like nudge him a little to see how
Yeah,
heavy
Ebonir's like 10 strength. That's not bad. Ebonir, you can lift up the eye stalks, but he's quite heavy. Like he's like 8 feet across. He's like a proper sized beholder.
I'm going to kneel down and begin to perform a ritual.
What kind of
I
ritual?
swear to Christ.
I am going to perform a ritual of unseen servant.
Okay.
Okay.
Just tie a rope on a couple of the eye stalks and drag him behind Nigel. It'll be fine.
How about we
I mean,
just
like-
put him on top of Nigel so we don't
He'll
damage
roll
it
off.
any
He's
further?
round.
Which
I want to command my unseen servants to carry the creatures.
I'm not sure it's capable of that.
Yeah, Jules, I think these things can lift like anywhere up of like.
It has a
Oh, they have a
it-
strength of 2.
it has
They
a
have a strength of 2.
It can carry 2 pounds or no, 10
no.
pounds.
Can we
why
just
don't we,
can we just roll the beholder all the way back?
roll the beholder? No, its flesh will start tearing onto, especially in this realm, it will get bloated. No, we have to put it on Nigel. We put those creatures on the zombies. Finally, they will be useful, and then we will go back. Sounds good? Maybe.
Okay.
Well, I don't have any rope anymore, so does anybody else have rope?
Well, surely we could have grabbed a rope.
I've got some rope. It's fine.
All right, let's tie the beholder to Nigel, and then we'll just carry these creatures back. That seems reasonable.
Never mind. I lied. I do not have any rope.
I sigh and shake my head as I say, I have rope.
Very well. What should we do with
Of
the
course, you
dead
would have
one?
rope.
What's that supposed to mean?
Ebenezer goes to the dead one.
We'll take him back.
It is burnt to a crisp.
Oh,
Let's just someone carries charred remains.
I'll carry the charred remains, and Ebenezer kind of hoists the burn thing on his shoulder.
It's pretty hefty.
Oh,
I toss the rope into the arms of my unseen servant and command him to tie them up.
Okay, it starts to slowly tie them up. Yeah.
That must be so
we
weird.
better hurry and get this beholder back before it wakes up.
Oh yeah, let's get going.
Aldrin offhandedly says, just ask Toussaint, he knows how to tie things up.
Too soon.
Speaking of like, what the hell happened? You got like that was a full-on dragon mark, right? We saw that, right?
Oh yeah.
There was no
Yeah,
mistaking
you
what
saw
happened.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
And
Can we start the journey back first and then discuss on our way?
Yeah, we need to just get our head. Need to
What
find out where
are you
we're
doing with
going.
the live ones? So you tie the beholder up, or
And put him on
something.
Nigel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somehow lift him up
tie
on
all
Nigel.
the tie stalks in the air.
Okay.
It's a team effort. We have the
Yeah.
zombies' help.
You do notice. What about the Dolgaunts? The two Dolgaunts and the Dolgrim.
They're tied up,
being
aren't
tied
they?
by zombies.
Okay. But how are you transporting them? They're unconscious.
By zombies.
Well,
Okay.
I think I can at least carry the small ones.
Do it. There's three of them. There's three bodies.
Yeah.
fucking zombies, yo.
The
Zombies, get it.
Even the small ones are quite heavy. They weigh like
All right,
twice as much as you think they would.
Alright, so. Okay.
You might want a little help. What you
Right,
do
so-
notice looking at them is that the Dolgaunts and the Dolgrims have very peculiar and clean scars on their heads. Like,
Can I do a check on them?
you want to roll a medicine check?
Creep, do
You're
you
the
have
one-
any medicinal skills? Nope.
No, that's the worst part.
I walk up and say, I can be of assistance. I say as I pull out my books.
Okay, can I use advantage?
I'm gonna say no. It's not really the sort of thing you can get help on.
Okay, well, let's see what happens. Zero bonus.
What if I give him...
I'm going to action point that.
Okay.
Wait, could he technically get advantage if he cross-references with the Beasts of Zendrick?
Beast of Zendrick does not cover this.
Dang it.
Does not cover scars, Jolts.
It doesn't cover Dolgaunts and
cover
Dolgrims. The Delcure Wars were largely a Corvair thing. Is someone in a wind tunnel, like off and on?
Yes. Yes, I'm in the wind tunnel now.
I think Creep's in the wind tunnel. It's always Creep. Or always Jolts.
I just don't understand
It's a
that.
hurricane, despite being on the wrong side of the country. Shit.
Rocky like a hurricane.
Anyway, so you get a 20. So as you're looking at that, you suddenly have a blast of insight. I'm looking at them like this is a surgical scar. These were they were cut open. Their heads were cut open. They were experimented on.
Son of a bitch. Wait, are we fine with this? I mean,
Ebenezer hasn't said anything.
What you do notice, you also notice one of the Dolgaunts looking at his veins and his like how scrawny it is, he's been poisoned repeatedly. Like recently. Well, not recently, but like he's this is a person subjected to poison over and over again. You've read reports like this of like during the last war, some people would take the chance to do some pretty despicable things, like taking prisoners of war and using them for experiments. And you remember seeing this in a special edition of the Kornberg Chronicle, with some of the pictures of this type of thing in there.
Does the beholder have the same scars?
He has some. Roll me. He does have like burn marks, and like all manner of different types of scarring on it, but no surgical marks of that sort.
Shares for the party.
I don't think he has yet.
So he's just looking over. He's like lifting up each of the eye stalks, like opening the Dolgaunt's eye. Like looking at the Dolgaunt's lack of eyes. What, like pulling out the tongue of the Dolgrim and giving it a look over. Both tongues, of course. It's got two mouths.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. We have a little bit of a moral problem here. These creatures have been experimented on.
Are we not fine with this? I mean, if we are not fine with this, then how are we fine with that? And he points to the zombies.
Well, they're already dead, and these Dolgrims are not.
Well, what defines death? That beholder is dead. These things could be dead in the sense that they are different.
They're tortured.
So is the zombies.
Is this really the argument we're getting into now?
No,
Like, can we not have a different argument, namely, like, what we're going to do next? What the hell happened to Toussaint? Where are we going to find him? And what we're going to do with this beholder? Like, I mean, we're not just going to hang about with him. We've got to get away from here first, regardless of what we do with these things.
No, our point is, my point is that this needs to be talked about right now, because if we are going to allow that, then that really affects what we are going to do to this beholder. If we are fine with this, then we should be fine with the beholder, right, Ebony?
It is
right?
not the beholder who's been experimented on, it is the Dolgrims who are alive, the Dolgrims who still have senses, the Dolgrims who still have consciousness. This is a clear...
One of them was killed by you.
Except... Forgetting the part where I killed one of them. I'm saying that they are been prisoners, and this is not like...
Look, we can't... If we don't take these back, you will find us, and we might suffer the same wrath as whatever these poor creatures suffered. Or we go back and we say we're not okay with it, and he turns us into a pile of ash.
He may turn us into a pile of ash no matter what. He wants us to also plant the bag of beans, even though he will no longer take us any further.
Well, I
Look, I do not. I don't know how to decide what's best forward, but I can only say how I feel right now, and hope that you, my companions, can help make a good and logical decision. I am not okay with these zombies. I am not okay with these experiments. I don't know how to feel about Toussaint. He saved our life, but we still have not looked for him properly. How do we? We are in this beholder's entourage when he just murdered someone who's been traveling with us for the past few days, and we are fine with that. I don't know how to feel about all of this.
We're not fine with that. Last I checked, we came to do this because we were trying to save the lives of the others.
Yes. Look, I propose
before we can do anything, we have to get Dollar and Petiqui and all the rest away from the Beholder and the group somehow. That has to be our primary concern, right?
So, how about we take these back, pretend that we are okay with this and fine, we recoup our strength, and slowly but surely we I don't know.
Just why don't we just do what he wants and get gone? Like,
Yeah.
we're going to plant the beans anyway. At least we've got a bit of head start on our journey.
I suppose. I mean, we can do what you want, plant the beans and do everything, but are we really fine just to leave them be with these creatures?
I mean,
We
if you've
could-
got an alternative plan,
I mean, the alternative would be to fight him or poison him or do something to him to stop that from happening.
We could get our companions away from him and then come back and ambush him.
That seems like a bad idea.
If we
Behold
want
the.
to fight him, we wanted to fight him right after the crash. This is not good.
I mean,
Let's-
the thing you have to ask each and every one of you, and Aldrin just looks at all of you pointedly, how far are you willing to go for the morals you live by?
I think the bigger question is how many of those morals are we willing to sacrifice to save the world? That is still what we're doing, right?
Yes. But
Yes.
if we cannot, in my mind, if we cannot save the small things, then what is the world?
A lot bigger?
Don't.
I mean, no.
Don't.
I think you're losing sight of the big picture here. Like, let's say we go after the small things. What if we make it, but hey, we're not going to be in great shape after that. We're going to be much slowed down. Some of us might even be dead. And then what's going to happen with this thing we're going to find? And it's gonna put the whole thing on hold, if not just end our quest completely. And then, yeah, you've got your small things, great. You've got your morals, but you're dead. And if you're not dead, then we soon all will be.
And then the alternative is that we, slowly go to our journey to saving the world, or not even saving the world, to possibly being able to save the world. And as we make that journey, we all slowly lose the sense of ourselves. And when we come to this thing, which is supposed to be so evil, we are so easily going to be corrupt. Just, this has to be a choice made, and none of them are easy.
For now,
I
as much as I
kind
hate
of-
to, I'd say we go back and bring these creatures with us.
I hate to think that we would have to do this, but I kind of agree. We should do something about it.
Crete nods his head in agreement and says, I agree with Aldrin. I do not believe in the wasting of life. Therefore, since they are alive and they are clearly being put to suffering, this is a violation of my own morals.
Yes.
Yeah,
Here's a gambit. We let the doldrums go right now. We just leave them here. They wake up, they wander on their way. We bring back the undead beholder and say, well, we tried to capture all the doldrums, but the beholder went a little mad and killed them all, and we give him at least the beholder back. At least it's undead.
We could take the corpse of the dogrum with us in order to prove that fact, too.
We run the risk of him not believing us, and for everybody we don't bring back, maybe taking one of ours.
Well,
Yes.
to
Something
be
like
granted,
that.
we're not going to bring one of them back anyway, and I
Look,
don't.
Ebony, you have a good point, though. I really think that's a great point. But how about we can bring them back and rescue them when we take down this beholder, maybe? That way
You
we
want
buy
to
enough-
fight a beholder, like not an undead one, like a fully animate beholder with active eye stalks and all the magical nastiness that they bring,
I've
And
heard
a
they are
dozen people
terrifying.
helping him out.
and 3 chimeras?
I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to fight him like straight on, but maybe we can hatch a plan. This buys us time. This buys us time to come to a choice about something. then if we force our hand now by not bringing these creatures back, then maybe things won't go as well.
Right. He's not going to leave his ship. He's got way too much stuff on there. So until he's got a way of getting that all airborne or otherwise extracted, he's here. This is where he stays.
Mhm.
We can do what he wants. Hopefully some of the beings messes stuff up.
Yes.
Even if they don't, we're gone tomorrow. We do what we need to do. We can deal with that later.
Yes, I think that's good. I think that's a good plan. Frankly.
All right, let's go forward then. I agree. So...
Then I guess we're
Walking
doing this
back.
while we're walking, aren't we? Yeah.
All right.
Like, I assume we were walking that whole time, but still.
I assume you guys stopped every now and then.
Right.
To shout at each other.
Exactly.
So,
So, yeah, Cotton Bettina rocking a beholder.
Rockin' Older, yeah.
Yeah.
fuck you and the rock behind you, right?
So you guys drag all of them back, right?
Yes.
Including the dead body, yeah.
All right. So it takes you about 30 minutes to get back, but they are still quite unconscious. So when you get back, a lovely little camp has been set up. There's a you see that the hole in the ship has been tarped. It is still get that rain going. Wrong one.
That thunder though.
Yeah. It's still raining as you get back. It's barrel. It's not even noon. Like the crash happened early in the morning. So sorry, got the coughs, got the coffees. So so getting back, they've gotten a bunch of crates down and have set up some makeshift shelters. There is an area with a tarp where a gigantic cushion has been set down, and Ilthdraskal is sat on there. He looks quite grumpy. I guess he's sort of saying commands as people go and do this and that. You can see Dala is with the remainder of Patiqui's lackeys, who have set up their own little camp. Try kind of away from the airship because they don't want to use the airship as cover just in case it comes down. But they've got their own fire going. But yeah, it's as you get back, Ilthdraskal floats up from his cushion and comes towards you. You can see one of his eyes point straight upward, and the rain coming down sort of flows around him. In sort of this watery shield.
I think his mage hand's better than yours.
Well, you're back then. You've got them. I think those are all that escaped. Oh, what happened to this one? Oh, he's all burnt. Right? The Dolgrim floats into the air. Oh, perhaps I could raise him and do a bit of this and that on him. So all of the bodies start floating up. Nigel sort of is lifted off the ground several feet before the rope gives way and he falls back down. Ilthdraskal floats the bodies, with the bodies floats up to the ship proper.
Say, how long do you think it's going to take you to repair that ship?
Oh, he's gone. He's floated away from you. He's taking care of other stuff. He did that quite quickly. Dala, however, comes up to you. She's in her proper traveling cloak, and seems kind of she's still got that bruise on her forehead. Folks, what's the plan? We've got we're in a bit of a predicament here, aren't we?
Find out where we are.
I think the plan is I think at this point, the plan is just to get everyone out of here and continue the trek by foot.
Well, we need to find out where we are, and we need to try to find Toussaint.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should ask Petiqui if he can figure out where we've landed, and then figure out what to do about Toussaint.
Give me a sec. Let's see. Where's Petiqui? There he is.
One, this is
Survival check.
how far off the course are we?
Yeah, it may take a little bit to get our bearings. We were thrown quite off course, and I have to adapt to this new area. At least the axe beak is okay, and you can see the axe beak is sort of tied up to a tree. It's got a bandage around one of its legs, but otherwise seems okay.
Well, why don't you take your time to do that, and we'll figure out something else to do.
Life would be much more simpler if we were all axe beaks.
You lot were not serious about taking that thing on, were you? I would really advise that you do not. Oh, what are you shushing me for? They have good eyesight, not hearing.
Right.
I don't
You
think
can't.
that's a good idea to take it on. No, but
We'll see for now.
I
think it's a bad idea.
So,
strong or not, they should not be allowed to do whatever they please.
I have a question. The beholder's in the boat, right? Like
Yeah,
up
right
there
now,
in
yes.
the boat.
Yes.
Well, we could create a distraction and book it. It would be a bit of a risk, but we could do it.
Well,
but no, it's like Nico was saying. Do you think that if we get those items we need from him, that it would help our journey in the end?
I think we should abandon getting those items, or I think it's too much of a risk. I wouldn't trade with him at this point. I don't know. Rick, can you tell me about his... Ebonir kind of looks around and is like looking at his lackeys, trying to see what they're doing and what like their general makeup is like.
They are putting together some sort of shelter, using like a combination of like wreckage from the ship, crates they had, and just like branches they've found around fallen trees, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
They all look pretty tough. You're pretty sure Tranquility could take any one of them on in a fight just fine. But if they all ganged up on you, it'd probably be a pretty harrowing ordeal.
Right.
Sudden
What
flashbacks
kind of
to the fallen,
Right.
and
What kind
all of that happened.
What kind of creatures are they?
They are mostly human. There's one half orc. There was a half elf, but he's dead. And two drow proper.
Okay. I have an idea, but we'd have to move quickly. If we
Right, so we're all kind of like in a huddle, I'm assuming, like kind
Yeah,
of listening.
you're a bit off from the Petiqui's camp. Petiqui's there, Dahl is there.
look, if we can convince his lackeys, or at least if we can convince them that the beholder is not only experimented on those creatures, but is likely to experiment them on the future, we might convince them to bolt, like now. We could set the boat on fire, let the beholder deal with the flaming ship, have his lackeys run away, and we could run in a different direction.
What if they know? What if some of them are part of it? How would
That's... I don't know. I don't know.
I look at Alden and go, do you not have a way of, finding out if they would be keen to...
Aldrin mimics your movement and says, "No." Well,
What?
Aldrin's a dick. I'm so sorry. That's
But-
awful. I apologize.
Didn't you not interrogate a gnoll, or
or the artificer that we met back all the way in Shan. Could you not do it again?
That wasn't really my powers, but more so my ability for persuasion, to be frank.
Well, then use your ability of persuasion now to go figure out what the heck they know.
Sure, yes, I will do exactly that. I will communicate with these things who I do not share language with, and I will get them to tell me all
They're
the
humans. They're half-elves, not the creatures. The lackeys over there setting things up.
Oh, those things.
Yes, those people, those creatures, those humanoids. Those are the ones I'm talking about. Getting them to do a mutiny and run away.
Oh, you have to be more specific, Evan.
Oh, well, I apologize. Let me be clear. Those people over there,
What?
the humans that yes.
What?
What?
Evanir just apologized.
He's in a rush.
There,
Yes, can
there.
you?
Okay.
Yes.
And I go over and talk to them and say, hey, can you mutiny from the person that is providing you shelter right now, and it's the only way you can get out of this jungle alive?
No. You try and ascertain whether they know that the creatures in the hole have been experimented on, and then if they don't, we can use that as a psychological weapon to say, look, those creatures were experimented on. The reason you weren't told was probably because you're next. This is your opportunity to get away now.
But I think it may be best if I do it once in a time. That way I can give them some food. And, like all of us as people, when we eat something, we are more likely to be open and understanding of different people and friendly, right? Maybe
Whatever you think is the best way, just do it.
Okay. Rick, don't give me that look. Don't give me that look.
I didn't say anything.
You have the look.
Rick,
Just that there have been like 15 different like Always Sunny in Philadelphia intro moments in the last half hour.
Rick, out
What's
of
up?
curiosity, would I have the time and ability to cast Detect Magic as a ritual?
Yeah, sure.
I have a bit of a theory on me that if this beholder is as clever as he's led on to believe, I would imagine that there might be some stuff that he's hiding from us. So I want to have Detect Magic as I'm walking around the base of the ship, and I want to see if I can see anything through the walls, or if anything really
Okay,
starts
well-
to.
Unfortunately, the ship is 30 feet up. It's 30 feet up from the floor of the jungle, which is like the range of Detect Magic. I believe.
Dang. I was hoping it was a little bit closer down. Dang.
No, unfortunately.
I was hoping to use Detect Magic. Damn it! I didn't take Skulker though, because Demi convinced me not to.
Why the fuck you listening to me?
Like, Skulker would be so useful right now.
What do you need to get somewhere quietly?
Yeah, I was wanting to investigate the ship with the Detect Magic and see if maybe there's anything that the Beholder's hiding from us that would be useful.
Well,
But
to
the
get up
Beholder's
there,
in there right now,
you
so...
would have to like climb up because the winch is currently in use. I mean, you could try it. I can't guarantee there'll be any positive results, though.
You know what? I cast the ritual. I have a little bit of time on it. I don't want to waste it. So, as they're kind of talking, conversation that I'm not really a part of at the moment, I'm gonna slip away, and I'm going to briefly try to get up the side of a tree to see if I can see through the base of the ship, like where the cargo would be, and see if I see Detect Magic appearing.
You would know that the whole of the airship would probably ping with Detect Magic and would make it like you're not well.
I could use a action to specify it.
Post Detect Magic for me.
All right. Detect Magic. Hang on. I have to drag the red part into the chat.
Right.
Since I'm using it as a ritual and wizards don't have to have it prepared, they just have to have it in their spellbook.
Right.
Okay. Detect Magic. That's
grab
dispel magic. What?
what?
No.
Just here. I got it.
Yeah. There
Let's see. 3 foot. Oh, 3 foot of wood or dirt. Okay. Roll me an athletics check to climb up the trees.
All right.
With disadvantage. Well, I won't give you just roll the athletics check. Just roll the athletics check.
Okay. I was about to wince. Like no. All right. Can I spend inspiration on this?
Yes, you can.
All right. Because I am bad athletics, and advantage would be nice. Yes.
16. You managed to clamber up a tree. Are you being stealthy about it?
Yeah, I'm trying to be.
All right, roll a stealth check as well.
All right. Too bad I don't have pass without trace. That'd be really nice right now.
Tranquility is busy eating food, I guess. You are somewhat stealthy.
Can I action point that? I really.
You could action point it, yes.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna action point that. I don't want my actions to get our party in trouble.
So in the cover of the rain, you skulk up, climbing up this tree. Your sort of mud-stained cape keeping you hidden as you go up and can see through the boat with detect magic. You can't see all the way through the boat. You can see in it a bit. And you see the outline, like the whole ship is magical, of course. Looking through it, you see you see various. What are you looking for in particular?
I want to see if he's hiding something that might be related to the experiments that might be useful information, like something necrotic, something transmutation, something, some kind of magic that uses exchange or changing.
All right. Well, you see cages, like the outline of cages that are obviously magical. You can also see, you can see one's door being opened, but you can't see what is doing that. You can see the outline of a vault that is magical, and within a jumble of items that are magical. You can see a ton of tiny shards that are magical that have not been cleaned up yet, probably from the Kyber dragon shard crystal that held the elemental that was bound to the ship. It's in 1,000 tiny pieces after the elemental was freed. So there is a lot of magic going on in there. You don't see anything of the necromantic persuasion.
All right, so nothing
outside of the beholder zombie. You see that being thrown in a cage.
So whatever's so if he is torturing these people, he's doing so with like physical tools. Then is what I'm kind of getting the hint at.
Right.
So, looking over the items, is there if I like concentrate a little bit more, can I see like the presence of something interesting, perhaps in the vault or outside the vault?
Roll me an Arcana check with disadvantage.
I'm good at that.
Very good at rolling with disadvantage.
Not with disadvantage, but I am good at Arcana.
Why not both?
Hey, I rolled good either way.
17. So what you notice is in this vault, a number of items that you saw on display before. You can see the vague outline of a dagger. I'm not sure what didn't I write that down? Didn't I have like a handout? Was it a parcel?
Yeah, you got a handout. Yeah, it's a
parcel. Elf's Magic Shop. Right. The outline of a shield, some boots, several weapons, some very obvious like vial shapes, like their potions. This vault is filled with is magically protected and is filled with the magic items that he had on sale, and it is not altogether far from where the cages are. Also, there are a bunch of items you don't recognize that were not on display.
Could I see the school of magic of some of these items? Perhaps maybe something I could take back and tell them about.
A lot of them, various types. Although you notice that the magic on them is a bit weak, like incomplete. But you're
Like,
not.
are we talking shoddy craft or like a fool's gold kind of deal?
More like half finished.
Right. They're still in the process of being made, you know.
That's interesting. Okay. Well, I'm guessing, judging by some of the stuff I'm sensing, I'm guessing I'm kind of getting a rough layout of the room. Like, I know that there's a pile of items over here, there's a vault on that end of the room, and then I know that there are cages lining the wall, right?
Right.
And that there's a door over there because I sensed a creature walk through it. Kind of deal, right?
More or less.
Yeah.
You don't even see the full extent of the room, just a small part of it.
Right. Okay. I think that's the most I can garner from detect magic, and I don't have true sight yet, so I can't exactly try to do something really tricky. So I think for the moment, I'm going to, using the cover of my cape, slide back down the stalk and head back over to my teammates.
Okay, what is everyone else doing while he's on his espionage mission? Creep, you get inspiration for that, by the way.
We were like doing a thing.
Yeah, you guys were talking about what to do.
Hold on. If by then we've finished talking about it, Alden says, so are we doing Spaghetti Beans today? Because we are definitely going tomorrow, or?
Tomorrow, first thing. I don't want to, like, some of the stuff that can happen. I've heard it's bad. Like, really bad.
Yes. I mean, maybe it is best that we split it between today and tomorrow, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I'd rather wait till tomorrow when we have more of our resources.
I'm thinking...
That is why I say we do it between today and tomorrow. We spend what resources we have today, and then we are rejuvenated for tomorrow.
Wait, but if we cause the mutiny, we could get away without having to do with the bag of beans.
Yes.
I was thinking, instead of the mutiny, hope that the bag of beans presents something that could be a problem.
That is why I think we can do the best of both worlds. We can do some Spaghetti Beans today, maybe, and then if half of it does not work, then we can talk about the mutiny tonight, and then tomorrow morning, if the mutiny somehow doesn't work, do the Spaghetti Beans again.
So as you're speaking, Creep walks up to the party, and you can see Ilth floating down from the ship. And he floats on towards you with a mischievous look in his eye.
Oh boy.
Well, now that they are back, and now that you lot are collected together, how about we take care of that bean business?
How about we do not all in one shot? This is going to take a lot of resources to go through.
We'll see. We'll see.
Tell me.
Which one of you has those beans? I want to see them again. Just to know that you haven't tried to skip out on your end of the deal.
Didn't really have an opportunity to, but sure. I'll, like, grab the bag and present it.
Yeah, he juggles the beans out of them, all 11 of them, and takes a close look at them before putting them back. Good. Let's find a place to plant them, shall we? Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Who?
Yeah. Yeah, my apologies. My dog stepped on my wire.
The cousin of a dog ate my homework.
Anyway, Dimmy, you were saying before you also began saying, etc.
I'm gonna need a short fucking rest before I do anything.
Well, bring that up with the party.
I kind of look at everyone like, I don't know about you, but that beholder and those whatever those were, they hit a lot and they hurt. I need a moment. I would need like an hour at the most. At least.
If Jusco, would you be willing to at least give us a moment, an hour or so to recover before we start this process?
Go and eat your lunch. We shall take care of it as I find a spot for us.
I'll make some food for us all. Dalton starts making lunch.
Using what?
Using the eternal rations, of course.
Oh,
Roll me
also,
a wisdom check with what? What?
He's also going to scavenge for garnishes and such from the local fauna. Fauna? Yeah.
All right.
Evan?
So, one, make me a survival check to find some stuff.
Okay, and two.
This is a pretty sparse portion of the jungle. And now make me your chef utensils check to see if you can turn rations into something palatable.
I mean, rations are palatable. They were pretty good when we ate them, right?
A 15, you can cook the rations to get the effect from Xanathar's guide.
What's that? What's that
I think I can leak that. So basically, every time... So if you guys spend hit dice, you get 1 extra hit point per hit dice spent.
So I've created a gourmet meal. This is a gourmet meal.
nice.
Can I talk?
No, you can only
Can
eat.
I talk to the? I can only eat or talk.
No, you can eat and talk.
Mhm.
I want to chat with its lackeys if I can.
They're kind of doing their own thing.
They won't. Even if I try and chat them up, they won't say anything.
Be sure to give yourselves an extra 1 hit point for every hit die you spend. I think you can add probably a +1 modifier to do that automatically.
Yeah.
I have
Nigel.
no idea what Nigel's on or how to fix him,
Oh,
like stat wise.
right. His hit dice are 1d10 +1.
It's just. Hey. He only had the. Oh no, he got hit. Oh, spend
Oh,
another one.
shit. Sorry, I just have some really bad pain in my knee.
Are you alright?
What's wrong?
Man, you're having a bad day today, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm falling apart. No, that actually hurts a lot. Fuck.
What's wrong with it? Like joint problems?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
You should get one of those robotic knees. Like straight
Yeah, I
up.
should. Just cut off my. I don't want to just be a brain in the jar, really.
Same.
Just a GM brain.
Again,
Yeah.
because the others are.
All right. He spent 2 of his dice. I think Tranquility. Does Tranquility have any more to spend? No, he's out. Good.
No, I
So
spent- I
yeah.
spent all my
Do you
hit
need
dice
a
because I
Do you need a
did.
top up, Tranquility? Are you good?
Yeah, I'll
you
spend my
need a little bit more.
Yeah, he got that enervation beam really got him.
Yeah, holy shit.
Oh, I don't need it. Okay. As we're kind of eating, by the way, Creep will kind of hold a sandwich in his hand, not really eating it because no mouth. But he'll look to the others.
We got mouths.
Ebonier, by the way, is like clearly still trying to chat up the lackeys.
I'll talk to Aldrin then on this, as I kind of look over at Aldrin, as I say, Aldrin,
What?
I know where he keeps them.
Keeps what?
The creatures.
Okay.
In I got some lag there. In the bow of the ship, there's a vault that carries many sorts of magical items. There's a pile too outside the vault. But lining the wall, I sense cages enchanted with some sort of magic. I'm almost certain that's where they're kept.
So, this is so. Alden just shouts this. Well, not shouts, but just sighs and says, "This is so critical in a way, coming from you, hating these creatures being captured."
I do not enjoy the waste of life.
Sure, waste. You'd rather use it to make undead. But okay, thank you for telling me, Creep.
I nod and say, "You are much stealthier than I. I feel if anyone can make use of the information, it'd be you."
Thank you. I'll be sure to make use of that information.
This is another Always Sunny in Philadelphia moment.
Yeah,
By the
Aldrin's
way.
not making any friends. Like,
He has. He's just trying his best, but he turns out to be a piece of shit.
Alden Gets Disintegrated is the
You
name of
should all
the
kill him.
is the title of the episode.
You should all fill your socks with soap and just beat him in his bunk right now. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Creep's really trying.
So, Aldrin,
But yeah, he'll just say, "I can't offer much help, but at the very least, I can do what I can."
okay. Much appreciated. Creep.
All right, so what do you guys do? What do you guys? Oh, right. Ebonier is trying to chat up
Yeah,
people. So who do you approach? There's
Yeah.
2 drow, half orc, 2 half elves, and 7 humans.
I'm gonna try and talk to the half elves. And I'm
Hello,
gonna talk to them in
fellow
Elvish.
kids. What's going on over here? So the 2 half elves are, on break. They're eating like apples and some cheese, ration stuff. So yeah, they're sitting around on some crates next to a fire.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but I was wondering if the screaming is going to get loud at night.
You get used to it. Oh, what do you want, fat ears?
The screaming. You telling me the screaming gets very loud at night?
I used to. Until Ilth installed some of that sound dampening.
So, does he often take creatures down there and get more screaming, or is it just those few that he has?
I pick some up from the forest every now and then. Gets a new one every few weeks.
Wonder though, I mean, if it only lasts a couple weeks and that airship is damaged, I wonder where he's going to get his new subjects.
I'll just put it on hold, of course. Ain't no means of making merchandise if we can't go to sell it.
Well, true, but that was not just merchandise, that was experimentation. And I mean, he may be trapped here for a little bit. He may still want to continue his experimentation. I'm just curious where he might get more subjects.
Around.
What do you think, the drow or the humans first?
Tends to avoid people that would be missed.
Well, doesn't seem like anyone's going to be missed out here. I mean, that fellow over there, and he just points to one of the random humans. I mean, he doesn't look that strong. I'm not sure he's useful.
He's like,
I imagine they might select him first.
You point at one
I'm saying
dude.
this all
He's
in
like,
Elvis.
he's like, oh, yo, you pointed at this dude. He's like 6'6" and shoulders as wide as you are tall. I doesn't look too tough.
I'm saying
Listen.
it's all in Elvis.
Listen, fat ears, what are you trying to get on about?
Look, don't have a lot of kin in this world, and I think that all half-elves should have to look out for each other. I'm just saying, you might want to be careful. He's probably going to need new subjects, and I would either suggest you might hinting at your fellow compatriots, or you figure out how to get away from him.
Well, ain't that a bunch of shit? You with that
Really?
that pomp Brillish accent. I remember when you Brillish came and I need to pull up the thing because I don't remember anything about. Oh God, it's the wrong. Why don't I have the Corvair map linked on there? Give me a sec. I gotta do a little upkeep because I haven't used. Oh God, that's big map.
There's on there, then there's Berlin below it, then there's what?
Well, no, because like.
Karnath on the top left, Thrain on the right.
Sorry, I just there we go. I got it. Sorry, I need something to reference. I remember when you Brels took out, started attacking Arcanix about 30 years ago. Sad that you couldn't take control of the lake. Oh, what a bunch of hacks! And you think we can stand together with you? He spits at your feet.
Well, that was
I wouldn't
but
I wouldn't trust you not to stab me in the back if I turned around.
Well, I can see my advice is not welcome, but as I was saying, I'm not expecting you to fight with me. I'm just telling you, you might want to run while you can.
And then Evanir turns around and walks away.
They both laugh at you as you walk away.
Okay, that was my attempt.
It was
That's good, though.
an attempt was made.
An attempt was made. I tried.
So Rick, these beans.
These beans.
Let's go.
So, with you all together, yeah, Ilthdraskel gets a little impatient. Are you lot done? Are you lot done eating yet?
Yes.
Good. I found a place. Come on then.
Oh.
Bring whoever you want to. All right, boys. Whoever wants to watch these fools plant some magic beans, follow us. And he starts floating off into the jungle.
Grand. Well, Aldrin follows him anyway.
I just give a
I
nervous.
follow.
I just give a nervous sigh and gesture. Revik, Matthew, Doifem, let's go.
All right.
Evanir is gonna hang back and wait until someone yells at him to see how far they've gone before Evanir has to run and catch up.
They leave unless one of the party members.
Aldrin will get about like.
Wait. Is anyone else around?
Yeah.
Anybody else?
There's like only the two drow and the half orc went along. Patiqui is staying behind, just in case
I
things
don't
go
blame
south.
I whisper
is
in
Dala.
Patiqui's. I whisper in Patiqui's ear, like, set the ship on fire, and then hurries up to catch up.
I don't think Patiqui's going to do that, but
Worth a shot.
Fatigue
Who's
just
worth the
looks
shot?
up and goes,
Imagine setting the ship on fire and then we're back.
Well, we're not in the
"Oh,
ship.
me too."
The second
No,
we
no,
see that, the second he saw that smoke, we'd be dead, and then he'd come back to deal with the rest of us.
What
Unless-
did you do?
So
He'd have to know that we did it. He'd
So
have
he-
to-
I don't think
leads
he
you-
would care if we were guilty.
he leads you to this clearing. It's trees on all sides, but enough empty space just in case some shit happens.
Is it still like drizzly and shit?
Let's say that the rain has died down. It's still pretty dreary, but
So
yeah.
it's dim light.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
I'm not on this map.
Are you?
Because I
No,
like
no.
because I like the ability to just teleport wherever, whenever.
Okay.
So Ilthdraskil sets himself down. Just hovers close to the ground.
Well, for what's about to happen, I think I need to double check on a spell real fast.
I don't like this. I don't like this. This is a dumb idea. I don't
Okay.
like this.
Cool. So it's an action. Good. Would I have opportunity to switch my spells around during the dinner or no?
No, that's long rest only.
Damn it.
You could use your arcane recovery for that one magic missile you used.
That's
I
true. I
guess.
might as well. I mean, there's
Yeah.
really no other point I'm going to be doing it, so I might as well.
So yes, Ilthdraskil floats there. Well, go on then. Whoever wants to go first, plant the beans.
Doesn't he still have them? Didn't he take those off him? Or did he give
No,
them
he
back?
he put them back in the bag and gave it to you. He
Ah,
seems
cool.
to have
Ah, missed it.
a little bit of drool comes from his mouth.
Oh man.
Seems to have a real
He
obsession
is-
with these beans.
And Nika, do you want
I
to
think-
go first, or should I be the one to, break the seal? I guess.
Go right ahead. She'll offer the bag out.
Oh, okay. You really.
You were like,
carefully
"Hey,
take
do you want to leap off the cliff first, or should I?"
He carefully takes out a bag, the bean. He holds a bag of beans, takes out a bean, plants a bean,
Well,
stands very
You
far.
might
away.
want to do it in the middle of the area.
Okay,
All right, so I am going to share the
Son of a
table
bitch.
This is
Oh,
horrible.
man.
so you can roll it on it yourself. So Aldrin,
Oh.
roll on the bag of beans table.
Oh boy.
87.
So you plant the beans and cover it up and step back. Stone in here, Mummy Lord, let's go.
I wanna
Uh,
fight my vote.
Annika, could you link me to bag of beans? Because I'm lazy.
What?
Don't you have bag of beans in your inventory?
Yeah.
Yeah, link me to it.
Let me find it again. Bag of beans. Just chuck it in the chat.
Right.
No, I did a thing. Didn't work.
Do it again. There it is.
B.
All right. Well, you can reduce that to 10. Let's see. So you bury it and stand back, and the seconds pass, and tick tock, as Ilthdraskil's eyes all focus in on it, and then the ground begins to shudder where it was buried, and out pops a nest of eggs. Who's typing? Who is typing?
Sorry.
Son of a bitch.
Who?
It is a nest
this-
of robin's eggs. Although
Do you
instead
know
of
the effects?
being blue, Annika is the only one who knows the actual effects because she identified them. But out pops
So-
a nest of eggs. They're small like robin's eggs, but instead of like a sky blue, they're a sickly green color.
Oh no.
Actually, let's scratch sickly, a neon green color, like the default
Nice.
green in old versions of paint.
That's
Eggs?
Is this the scary one?
I wouldn't eat them.
okay.
You
So
wouldn't?
we have.
Why?
There's a slight chance that it'll. You know what? No, actually, ignore that bit. They're probably just going to explode inside of you.
Ew.
So
Yeah, that's not the best.
How interesting! How interesting!
Are we?
Do you want one, Eve?
Please eat one and fail the con save. It'd be great.
Well, can
Why
we
don't
just
Why don't we all have one?
No,
no.
no.
Eat one.
Like we had our dinner just then, so
My robotic body could not possibly hold any more food.
No, I must insist. And they all float up. One floats to him, and one floats into each of your hands.
How
There's only
ironic
three.
is it
There's
that
only
there's
three.
enough of us
Oh
for all?
man.
Why don't we save this?
Oh no, there's 5.
There's
Why- why
7.
don't we-
Why
There's
do I
7,
only
yeah.
have attack spells on my spell list right now?
Look, why don't we save them?
He gives one to
when we
Nigel,
finish for when we finish planting the beans as a celebration to ourselves, where we can all enjoy this meal together.
Why not celebrate this? Celebrate this now.
Aldrin, I don't
Eat
think you're
it.
getting out of this.
We could really cheese this right now. We could really
could.
cheese this right now.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it.
just fling them all into his open mouth.
No,
Go! Go!
you could
Go!
eat them and take an action point.
Yeah, that's
Creep-
what I was going to
Creep
do.
just shakes his head at the situation and eats one.
Fuck it, I
Roll
do it too.
roll a Constitution
Oh.
save.
Oh,
Fuck,
holy
man.
And
moly.
as a
Oh!
oh god.
That was tranquility. What the hell?
Tranquility. Your intelligence goes from 8 to 9.
I feel slightly more smart.
It
Shall I?
Never
tastes.
still horrible.
It tastes like a book. It tastes like you're chewing on paper.
Well, I can all.
Ebonier will
Creep.
like this.
Roll a con save.
Yep. As I'm looking at my save, I can already tell there's a rumbling in my belly.
Would you like to use the inspiration that I gave you just earlier?
Yes, please.
All right, make it with advantage.
Oh, wait! I want to do this, and I forgot I have this.
Ben luck.
Ben luck.
No, Tides of Chaos.
Nice.
Oh no.
No, 15. My belly.
Hey Joel,
I-
do you remember the story of Spoonie
Um,
and the exploding knight?
Yep.
Yeah, that's you now, buddy.
As I feel the rumbling begin to erupt in my stomach, I immediately use my reaction and cast shield around my gut to try and contain the explosion.
It explodes, dealing 33 damage to you.
Oh!
As bits of your skeleton, like your ribs, just fly off into the dirt. You're alive, but oh my god.
Jesus Christ. What the
So,
fuck, guys?
Ebonier, you eat, and your roll a d4.
I'm just coughing and holding my
Your
hand in my mouth.
wisdom becomes 11.
All right.
It tastes like an actual egg.
It's not so bad, actually.
Kind of
I haven't had
slimy.
one of these in a while.
It tastes like a hard-boiled egg.
Creep just looks at Ebonier. Speak for yourself. Well, picks up a piece of his skeleton. Just starts picking up the
Okay,
pieces of
buddy?
his skeleton out of the ground.
Like I'm actually over
Yeah,
here trying to
I'll
comfort
head over
you,
as well and,
oh
like,
God.
Put them back into place with the little cure wounds.
Oh god, like I'm trying to
feel
help
like-
him. Like, oh
I
God.
feel like I swallowed a firebomb.
Does it Driscoll eat an egg?
He's waiting for you guys.
Is
What
he
an
there?
asshole.
It's floating.
I say to
It's
him,
floating in front
"One-
of him, and his tongue is like slithering out, and like raro. Yeah.
Why don't we eat this both at the same time, Miss Driscoll? And I put it close to my mouth. Are you ready?
I'm making sure I'm out of the cone of vision of Aldrin, just in case.
All right. Yeah. He bites down and eats it.
Okay. I do
It's
the
pretty
same.
complication points, guys. I'm sure he'll be fine.
I do the same.
Yeah,
All right.
like
roll con save.
As he eats it, like, is there crunch or anything?
Roll your con save. Let's see. Well, wow, double 17s. So, if Droskell, you hear a pop as like Ilf Droskell's cheeks bulge outward, and then like red steam flows from his mouth. Ugh, spicy.
Dude.
while he's
All right.
like
Aldrin, really quick, your intelligence becomes 9, putting you
hey!
only. Well, now you're just a 9 int mystic instead of an 8 int mystic.
Stupid mistake there.
While he's distracted by his mouth blowing up, am I able to like sleight of hand the egg into my pouch and at the same time get out a smoke pellet and just like crush that in front of my face and let it explode?
Roll a sleight of hand check against a beholder. So I'm sure this will go great.
Yeah, but
Wait,
is he
he's
like
distracted.
he's like
You know, advantage maybe.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
God damn.
okay.
He's got 11 eyes. He's got 11
Yeah, but-
eyes.
But he has only
It's
one
fine,
stamina.
I believe, guys.
I believe in
Ooh,
you too.
that's
You-
super good.
Successfully pocket the egg
Nice.
and
And then
explode a
smoke.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna back away, like coughing and waving my hand about.
Annika is now in blackface, which is unfortunate, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Should we roll? Ultron will roll another one.
This
or
stream
Panther.
brought to you by Goblins in Blackface.
Goblins.
Oh god. Anyway,
Oh my
Ma-
God.
That's the name of my Death Grips cover band.
There it is.
that's
I
pretty.
missed it so much.
I dedicate
Dad's
this
here, I
terrible
wish it was
pun
gone.
to
Wait,
bitters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
Two bitters. Ooh.
no. Nigel has to eat
Oh.
one.
Oh shit! Sorry, I forgot my
Oh,
name.
Nigel,
Oh,
no!
Nigel doesn't have a mouth.
He has a mouth. He can eat it.
Look at the picture I drew. I did not draw a mouth anywhere on that thing.
Well, then who's gonna eat the last egg?
My zombie.
Zombie, give it to a zombie.
All right. So the question is, do we feed it to Doifam, Ravik, or Matthew?
Kill Matthew.
Matthew.
Don't fam, it's
Kill
his
Matthew.
fault we're in this situation, so feed it to him.
So wait, I'm hearing Matthew and I'm hearing Doifam.
Toy fam. Do a toy
Toy
fam.
fam.
Yeah.
Fuck
Toy
it,
fam?
All
Yeah.
right, have Doifam roll
Okay.
that con save.
All right, Doifam.
So what happens if he rolls a natural 20? Does all of a sudden he gain intelligence?
That's
Yes.
That's
He
a
becomes
good
sentient.
point.
So hit the S
Sentient-
next to con.
Now I kind of wanted to succeed.
Yeah, I'm double clicking it right now, trying to get up the stat block. It's laggy.
Oh, okay.
I really kind of want to see.
There we go.
All right, hit the save. The S.
All right.
Fuck, buddy.
Con. They have good con too. Is the funny part.
Roll it.
Yeah, we'll roll. Okay.
Damn.
Bye, buddy.
So as he bites down on the egg, the Doifam zombie's head explodes.
Alright, well, you win some, you lose some.
He's dead.
Well, I tried to make Doifam an intelligent undead.
What a delicious
Fuck.
meal.
Fuck, he took 34 points of damage. He's just, like, not even phased.
Yeah, that's
Shit.
what's spicy.
Spicy.
So I'm gonna ignore that roll before.
Sounds
Okay.
Yeah. So who will plant the next bean?
Do you want me to,
Anyone?
Aldrin, or...
I'll do it. I can do it.
All right.
Go.
It's still like coughing off to the side and like wishing she put on her goggles first, but
So,
All right.
how did you roll a D100? Did you just grab 2D10s?
Well, no.
you can just do it on the
Well,
actual.
no, there's a chart, Jolt.
Oh, you can do it off the chart. Okay.
Yeah. So you march forward and plant the
Tobacco
bean,
tobacco
uh,
beans,
and cover it up and stand back. And after a minute,
Fuck's sake.
Ah!
Really?
Huh.
Is there a chance we could just re-roll that?
nope. Another nest pops up. This time with 5 more eggs.
One.
Oh, would you look at that?
Dustin.
5 eggs, and there's 5 of you.
Ah, you motherfucker.
Yes, but don't you want a spicy meal?
You need to eat all the eggs.
you don't have to stay, but you have to eat all these eggs.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I'm so
We-
scared.
Thank you for getting that.
What was that reference from? Oh my god, it's been
It's,
so
uh,
long.
It's a 4chan screenshot of like
Oh.
yeah, I'll link it later. So,
Oh, no,
so Ebonier, you literally just goes
Wait,
up
no,
and just.
That's
Oh, that's a charisma save.
charisma.
What do
Why'd
you
you
know?
But it's a 19. It's a 19.
Am I
Even if-
feeling?
Allow it. Yes. Yes.
What does everyone else think?
I think you should let him have it. Let them
It's a
have it.
19.
Ebonier walks up,
I have a +4.
picks it up, gives it a chomp, and his strength becomes 11 as he feels slightly stronger. It tastes like,
Protein, yo. Oh
Yeah,
God,
protein.
Joel.
No.
all right. Let me roll
Bye,
for
my
jolts.
friend.
Let me roll for jolts first. Creep just bites in and once again just blam, and he's down.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, as this time, like my stomach actually blows open.
Aldrin-
Hold
Aldrin,
on.
roll a d4. What?
I give a creep a potion.
Okay. Aldrin,
But
your strength.
directly
Oh, my
into the hole in his
stomach!
ribs.
Yeah, I just poured it to the hole.
Aldrin, your strength becomes 10 as you feel slightly stronger than not strong at all.
I can lift things. I can.
Creep. All right, so you give Creep a potion. He's not increasing his what would be his charisma anytime soon, which is fitting enough.
No
Alright.
more eggs.
Alright,
Speak-
I'm coming. I
Right,
gotta eat
Tranquility.
this one now.
Eat the eggs. You got to eat all the eggs.
I don't want.
Oh.
Action point. Fuck it.
You gonna action point?
Yeah.
All right, so as you eat it and start chewing on it, you can feel it start to build up and rupture, and then you're like, no, and you swallow it, and your intelligence increases to 10.
I feel
Mind
great.
over matter.
Mind over matter.
Alright,
Huh,
Eben.
I
Eben-
have average stats.
Is that everyone? Oh,
It's
Annika.
Annika.
Does someone want to buy me inspiration within the next 5 seconds? Oh no, I can't dupe this guy a second time, so I'm gonna have to go for it.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
yeah.
save, isn't it?
To save.
Good luck.
Con save.
You have +5 to con. You have like the highest Constitution
Shut
save
up.
modifier in the entire
where's my
party.
concept?
Yeah, but
Where the hell is
that
the
was
save?
impressive.
Though? Oh yeah,
right,
it's on the
right
right.
side. Yeah.
yeah, but
Ah,
that
wait.
that was impressive one.
Oh!
You eat it, and it tastes like Stone's right. It tastes like Greek yogurt.
Rick,
Your
I actually have a
strength.
legitimate. I have a
Sorry.
legitimate question thinking about it.
What?
Your strength
Was
becomes
there
9.
blood?
Annika.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Um,
Creep.
I was
Eben is
gonna-
gonna plant.
I was gonna ask. Considering what happened last session, is there blood when my stomach
No!
explodes?
Come on! I don't wanna! I
The ride never ends.
Rick, Rick, if this session isn't called, you have to eat all these eggs.
I will become more charismatic.
Ebonier, I will let you re-roll that if you spend an action point.
Yes, I can't.
As much as I love getting stat boost, fuck these boys.
So as you plant it, as everyone is recovering from that harrowing egg venture, you plant it, and up pops another nest. But instead of eggs, it is filled with bright pink toads.
Oh.
Annika is the only one who knows the effects of these.
This seems rather benign. And Ebonier kind of wanders up to the toad without even thinking about it.
I,
So she
no,
starts to reach
don't, no,
down.
please.
What?
I
Do you want me
just-
to touch it? Don't
No.
touch it.
I don't
Okay.
want you to touch it. Just like they will.
Would you like to touch it? I mean, they're just frogs. They might be rather tasty after all those eggs.
You might. And Aldrin goes to pick one up, but doesn't.
No. No.
Now,
I,
I
they,
don't-
they're,
no,
not-
I don't-
they're not gonna be they're not gonna be toads if you touch them. They might be somewhat worse.
Oh.
I'm not gonna.
I don't
I'm
know
not gonna
what.
lie,
All I know is that the toads are a lie.
Okay, Ebony, I think we should just back away and plant another one.
Okay. Yes, we're gonna plant another one now.
The toads start hopping out of the nest and just like acting like normal toads. They're bright pink, but they're like just croaking.
Back away from the
He's
toads.
gonna get back up on Nigel.
Yeah, back away from the toads.
I just like I don't know what was in those eggs, but I think I have the common sense now to say that listening to Annika should be our first objective.
So Ilth Drosko will telekinetically grab a bag from one of the lackeys that one of his crewmates that had come and like spill it out on the ground. Sorry, mate, let me have this. And we'll actually scoop up all of them into a bag. I'll keep these.
He's gonna be mad here. He's gonna be mad here in a moment.
He just got 11 large or smaller creatures.
Well, I thought the toads only stayed for a minute. Okay.
No, the creature stays for a minute, so once they transform, they last for a minute.
It's got 11 magical toads.
Does that count as the one thing that you were selecting?
Oh
Does that
no.
count as the...
I didn't say one thing. I said whatever I want from each being.
no, I don't believe that was
guy.
the deal.
No,
I believe
I
the
think
deal
you're
was...
I think you're mixing up with Petikui's deal.
No. He generally said, "I'll take the most valuable thing."
Okay, so they're in a bag.
Yeah, they're in a bag. It's got toads
Okay.
in a bag.
That's fine with me.
Are you gonna
Just plant the next.
I don't want to fight 11 large or smaller creatures.
Eggs.
Do you want me to plant it or?
Yeah, sure, go on. Creep, you might want to just stand back.
So how many are you down?
I'm face first on the
3?
floor.
Yeah, we did eggs, toads, so 11, 9, 8.
But by the way, Rick, I didn't get an answer. Was there blood when my stomach exploded?
There was not blood, although you were bleeding a bit from the back. It just sort of stained your cape, which is already red.
Do you,
Alright.
Creep? Do you want another potion? I seem to have a couple.
Oh. Oh no!
God damn it!
I did the thing!
Curse you, stone!
So you plant it and step back. And after a minute, the ground begins to rumble.
Fuck!
And it begins to rumble more and more as a bit of limestone pokes through the earth and then raises up, cascading dirt off the side as it pushes you back. How big is this? A 60-foot square? It's actually not that big. So it pushes you all back as it sprouts upward, this massive pyramid rising up into the air, not actually that tall, but raises up in the middle of the jungle, pushing the earth out of the way. Do I have a pyramid? I have a pyramid map, but not like an interior pyramid, which is a shame.
I think I'll take that. I think I'll take that potion now.
Yes. Here. Roll yourself 2d4 plus 2 and heal yourself. Deduct it from my
What strange tongues you speaking?
Where did we get these 2D?
Oops. You want me to roll that?
Oh man.
Wait, what? Oh, because I
Actually-
rolled out on the table by accident. My bad.
Actually, this when I put the grid in this way, it actually fits almost perfectly.
What is?
Ooh, nice. Heal yourself for that.
Nice.
I'm waiting for this map to load. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, just
I-
killing my net.
I had to roll a 99. I'm so sorry, guys.
No, this is
We
good.
don't-
This is the
I
best
mean,
result.
It
This is the
doesn't say
best
anything
result.
about. It doesn't say anything at all about what the Mummy Lord will do.
But I'm sure there's some great treasure in here. Oh wait, I forgot who we're dealing with.
Yeah, my fantasy coins is dead now.
That's
Oh,
fine.
He's
God,
also
yeah.
a lawyer.
Well, I guess we're getting that level up regardless of what you think, Rick.
Yeah,
I'll be right
apparently.
back.
I don't.
Fuck. Oh my god. Fuck fuck, guys! I did the thing.
Oh, and
So-
you were one away from the giant
The
beanstalk.
beanstalk, yeah. Fuck,
So-
I did the fucking thing! Ah!
So I've swallowed 2 grenades and I'm now gonna get horribly rotted by Mummy Lord. Today's fun!
Oh man.
I'm gonna use this map because it's a cool map.
It's a cool map. No, I dig it. I think I deserve
It's
some
still not loading
inspiration
for
for
me.
this bullshit, man. Oh god. I hope some cool treasure, but I know that this fucking asshole is going to steal whatever treasure we find in here.
What if you find a sword, a quarterstaff of beholder slaying?
Oh, I'm using that motherfucker right then and there.
I mean, he's down hit points, and a grenade did blow up in his gut.
Question is,
Spicy.
can you guys actually take on a mummy lord?
I think
Yes.
we got it.
We can destroy it, Rick. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it now.
The problem is, I don't think there's anything we could do if we either way because we did roll the bean.
Yeah. Is the map loaded for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I do a
it's
title
going back.
page for this
It's
video,
still going-
I know exactly.
It's going back and forth between loading for me, so I don't know.
It's really whack.
If
Well, there is admittedly speaking, we do have a beholder who's right here who may take offense to that Mummy Lord.
I fucking doubt.
We go into the pyramid, Rick?
I don't know. Are you?
Yeah, we're going to kind of check it out a little bit.
Are we?
Yeah.
Aldrin says.
This is.
to-
Are we to scale here, Rick?
Yes. This is
Yeah,
the
because
scale.
it's too big.
It's a very small map.
Yeah, I'm gonna head in.
Very
yeah,
small
Aldrin
pyramid.
says, "Fuck."
I guess I'm following everyone.
Do we really want to go in there though?
I'm sure there's something. I'm sure.
I just kind of gesture back over to the beholder behind us, and I just say, it's not like we have a choice.
I mean, we do, but this probably has.
Yeah, I'll look
treasure
over him.
or
Is he
something.
goading us to go in?
He's just waiting. He's just floating, like inspecting the pyramid, but also waiting for you guys to go up.
All right, we're gonna go.
I'm
I'll
gonna
do
try
something.
clone the jungle sparse clearing because I can't. Like this map's not loading for me at all.
Okay.
Uh,
Let's see.
maybe if I close it and you reopen it for me.
Yeah. Let's try that.
Okay, I closed it.
Well,
Yep, there it is. Now I can see it.
Okay. One sec. I
Oh,
gotta.
wow.
I'm really trying to. Oops, not that. I gotta change the grid. Let's see. Up. Slightly. There we go. That should fit. Sort of. It's a
Yeah,
very
that's all right.
small pyramid, and I guess there's a sarcophagus at the top of it.
Yeah, but.
Oh, like on the top of it? So it's not like inside it?
Oh,
Can
sorry,
I do a
sorry.
history check on this and see what I might know about this kind of architecture?
This is not of this world.
Okay.
Okay.
Like giants build pyramids. This is not a giant pyramid.
What is this place? This makes no sense.
It really does not.
I mean, it makes sense with the bag of beans.
So at the
Well,
top there is an extravagant looking sarcophagus. Although it has been stripped of all gold and any gilding that it once had, it is obviously of an incredible make, now just made of simple stone. And Tranquility sets his eyes upon it.
Tranquility don't.
I wonder
Please
if there's
don't.
anything inside here. I
Yeah,
don't know.
death.
Can I
Well,
open
what's
it?
in there? What could possibly be in that? I mean, this obviously wasn't built by giants, so it's it's a
perhaps
really weird place.
Yeah, but
perhaps there's something else inside or around. I don't know.
Get on with it then.
What are we supposed to do?
Aldrin, what?
I was gonna say Aldrin walks up to the thing and opens the sarcophagus.
I'm gonna take oh god.
I'm
Guy,
going to
it's
prepare
been
to
great
punch the shit
playing
out
with you
whatever
all.
comes out.
What's going on? What?
We have to
He
open
does.
it. I don't think he's going to.
Is Aldrin opening it though?
He said he
opening
was.
it.
I'm right here with you, buddy. So we're the dynamic duo, right? We got this, right?
Do we really?
I don't
So,
think so.
Aldrin shoves the sarcophagus aside, and inside is an extravagantly looking corpse. It is wrapped in ancient linen wrappings, decorated with all manners of jewelry and necklaces. But as he does, you hear the...
Aldrin
Oh
runs back.
I
Evanir steps back.
rises upwards,
And
and
steps
initiative
back.
is being
And
rolled.
steps back.
all right. I want to have my zombies in front of me, by the way. Like that's something I would have done.
All right.
I'm sitting down here.
So, difference in elevation from each side. Let's see if that's... Let's see, raises up like 25 feet. 5, 10, 15, 10, 20, 30. So each incline is 10 feet. So you would have to make an athletics check to climb up that incline, and it would cost double movement. Actually, it would cost 20 feet of 20 feet of movement to climb up the inclines, basically.
Gotcha.
All right. Initiative is being rolled.
Boy.
Tranquility.
Oh man. So this thing's moving, and obviously.
Yeah, it has risen up to its feet and just has this aura of power around it, and this aura of evil.
Yeah, you know, normally I'm down for waiting a second to see if it. No, fuck this thing.
You miss.
Whoa!
You
Punch
you
the
do-
hit!
you hit.
Oh, let's hope that the magic thing's working properly on this one.
It is. So you punch it
Right.
and land, and it is only a little bit injured. Are you going to try to stun it?
Oh fuck yeah!
All right.
Ha. Ha-ha!
It has resistance. Rolled again, or it has advantage. Rolled again.
Alright.
It succeeds. It is not stunned.
I fucking I'm going to spend another key point to flurry of blows this thing.
All right.
I'm gonna hit it a few more times. I missed.
Nice.
Ah, come on!
Now you know how I roll.
So you're like, yeah, and just like pummeling its stomach and not doing anything. Yeah, you
Oh,
ham
man,
ham
this is
boning that
good.
mummy lord.
Uh,
Is that it or?
I take my turn to leave an oil stain. Anyway.
Let's see. It is going to return the favor and
No.
speak a blasphemous word. You fail.
What? What? Wait.
Ah!
It's
So
a shit word.
it speaks a terrible word, and Tranquility is stunned until the end of the Mummy Lord's next turn. Nigel.
Oh, well, glad we can both do that to each other.
Can Nigel kind of like tip me off as part of his movement or not? Would that be something
no.
I'd have to do? Cool.
That would be something.
That's
you have to
cool. Can you see, like, is there a straight line of sight?
do.
Like, up to the top?
From where you are, like 3/4 cover, but you don't have to worry about that.
Right. Nigel does, though. How, like,
Yeah.
actual high are each of these inclines, then? Because Nigel doesn't care
It's
about...
a 10-foot incline. It's a 10-foot upward slope.
Okay, so getting to there is actually 15 feet.
Right.
So it's basically 30 feet to get up 2 levels.
More or less.
Yeah. So if I just go
I feel like this-
there, that's like my entire movement. And
Right.
from there, can Nigel hit it? Range from?
I'm trying to think of the math here, because got a pretty steep incline.
Yeah.
I think you still have to deal with hefty amounts of cover, especially
It
with
doesn't matter, I'll do
tranquility
it
right
anyway.
there. Okay.
Yeah. What am I at? -5?
Yeah, -5.
Cool. We'll do this. We're gonna fire a goop at it. Sweet.
So
Well-
you fired upward, it just kind of hits the side and gets all contorted up and falls down. Well,
rip.
yeah. Mummy Lord's turn. Actually, it's going to take one more legendary action because it's got it.
Oh, what
Um,
does a fuck?
Has legendary actions? What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
We are fucking dead.
I mean, you are first.
Oh yeah, definitely. Not even doubt in my mind.
Let's just hope it can't enthrall these undead that we've got with us.
It is going to stare at Nigel. It needs to make a. Oops.
It's roughly
Have it
Jim's
make a wisdom save. I'll do it.
Can you
I
get
got
rid
it.
of the grappled status on him as well?
Sure, I guess. But he fails,
No.
and
Want
he
to action point
is-
that?
I don't want to give him more complication points. We're already going to use up like 15.
Oh yeah.
So he is frightened and paralyzed because of how badly he
Ah.
failed.
That's okay.
And now it is the Mummy Lord's turn proper. So he's got some stuff.
Oh Rick.
He's got some stuff. What is this?
No.
Oh, it gets all his legendary actions back too now.
All his legendary actions are back. He's got a bunch of spells too.
You know, this guy is kind of like the one is really like that one asshole from the Mummy movies.
He is going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Oh man.
What?
Let's see, sword. So a golden ankh appears in the air next to Aldrin
Oh boy.
and attacks him. Let's see, spiritual weapon, and hits him
Out from bonus.
for 9 damage. He's then going to use his action to take his multi attack. What's he got?
He has multi-attack?
Oh yeah, of course.
He's got everything.
He's going to stare at Creep.
He's supposed to be able to fight. He's
Creep,
supposed to
make
be able to fight all of us.
make a wisdom save.
I'm good at those. Hopefully.
Well, hopefully. Maybe you'll make it. Make that wisdom save.
Yeah, I'm lagging. I'm trying to get to it. There we go.
No,
Hope
do
you're ready
it.
for a new party next week.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no.
no.
Totally.
So new characters are going to be really interesting to play.
You
I
are
guess.
frightened
Man,
of
our
him,
next party's gonna be great.
and then he takes his fist, which is just covered like bugs swarming out of it, covered in this
Ugh.
terrible stuff.
Look, I'm a metal hooded man, and that even bothers me.
And he strikes at Tranquility and hits, of course. Nat 19. Oh, this is really going to hurt. I
Oh,
think
yeah, no,
Tranquility
I-
might be down. Oh, he's not.
Oh!
Holy shit, that damage.
Are Warforged immune to disease?
I think we are. Or if we're not, then fuck me.
Living construct.
I don't think anyone will, because you'll have diseases.
You are immune to disease.
Oh, thank God.
It's not a disease.
Oh, no.
You fail. You have any action points? I don't. You have 2. You have 2 left. Would you like to action point this?
Yeah.
All right. So as he strikes you, you can only watch on as your body begins to decay before your very eyes. But you manage to hold on with your very spirit and are not, rotted. Matthew has not been commanded to do anything. Creep, you are frightened. What are the rules for frightened on that?
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
is
Matt's
that-
not been commanded to do anything?
Oh,
He
the
needs to.
zombie.
The zombies don't act unless they're commanded
Oh,
Is,
right.
is
that's
this the
Aldrin, Matthew.
penalty? Is this the penalty one or the runaway for so many turns?
to. You cannot. It's the penalty plus you cannot move closer toward him, sort of thing.
Okay.
So you have
in that
disadvantage on attacks and ability checks right now.
In that case, I'm going to avoid doing both of those things. Instead, I'm going to hold my hand out him, and I am going to cast. Is that a good idea? You know what? I'm imagining his eyes are. The way he looks at everyone seems to be what's causing most of the trouble. I am going to summon forth a. No, I don't have that prepared anymore. I heard that. Sorry, my dog's being weird. Wait, he's humanoid.
No, he's an undead Jolts.
Oh, right.
He's a mummy.
Hold person doesn't work on him, I'm guessing.
Probably
No.
not.
You know what? He probably doesn't have much strength in his body. I could drain his strength into the negatives, which would be useful.
That's actually a great idea.
So,
Just go for it, man.
knowing that he's necrotic and that his body is decaying, I'm going to hold my hand out at him, and I'm going to use necrotic energy to try and suck the rest of the strength from his body and decay his muscles.
With what
With
ray of sickness?
Ray of Enfeeblement.
A ray of enfeeblement. You do have disadvantage on that. Keep in mind.
Yep.
But
Oh. Did not have a chance to do that. My bad.
you hit anyway. Roll the save against him. Or actually,
All
I
right.
think I can. There we go. His advantage. He makes the save.
Oh my god, he rolls so good.
Actually, wait. Let's see. Oh no, the effect lasts for one turn anyway. So he has. So apply the effect to him until his next turn deals half damage with strength attacks, which I think his attacks are definitely strength based.
Yes.
So yeah, he is enfeebled. But
So
in doing
I-
so,
So
go ahead.
I was gonna say I thrust my hand forward as the sickening ray fires from my hand, but this time, as it collides with his body, the energy itself begins to freeze over, as you can see blood draining into the ice, as the muscles on his body begin to decay and grow smaller and smaller.
As you
Oh,
do that, he is going to. Let's see. Moves up to 60 feet. Turns to its form. He's going to channel negative energy. None of you can feel the very life being sapped by this negative energy, but cannot do anything. Ilfdroskal is just looking on.
Because he's an asshole.
Let's see. Ebonir.
Wait, though you commanded your zombies to do something, right?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, bonus action have the zombies go after him.
All right,
Don't go.
Ebonir. It's your turn.
So Ebenezer starts going this way, and as he's running, he's like, if we die, we don't plant any more of those beans. And then as he's running, we'll turn and start chanting very fast as lots of hall monitor Ebenezers emerge and start rushing towards the zombie. This
Do
mummy lord.
a slow.
Yeah.
He succeeds
29.
with a nat 20.
Okay, and then he has 3/4 cover, right now.
Right.
Yeah, there's not much I can do.
Roll wild magic.
Hey, something amazing will come up.
Or not.
You fireball yourself into the negatives.
Annika.
Go big or go home, right?
Yeah. Nigel is
Um,
like frozen beneath you. Actually, no, I think that's ended now. Because it's until the end.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
Is he immune to fear anyway? Oh no, he's just immune to charm and poison. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I hope you're ready for all these buffs.
All right.
Die, motherfucker, die.
You hit.
Oh,
But just
God.
with
Fury
only
the
a
small that.
with only a +2. But yeah, you fire through and clip the top of his head.
Playing.
for, unfortunately, mostly non-magical damage.
Oh, damn it.
As your bullet crumples against him, dealing nothing.
Oh,
You
man, that
really
sucks.
got to get your shit enchanted.
Yeah. Well, that's me,
Ravik.
guys.
Ravik the Zombo.
Ravik is going to.
I'm just gonna have him move up, right?
Yeah.
Dash up.
Yeah, dash.
Oh,
Try to get in the
dash.
mummy's face.
There he goes. There he is.
Oh my god.
Aldrin.
He's moving at picture frame speed.
As he gets up there, the Mummy Lord is going to take another attack. And let's see. Rotting smacks at Ravik. Oh.
No more Ravik.
Ravik,
Oh my
Oh!
god, what?
What zombie?
Ravik is suddenly just disintegrated.
what best con save?
Wait, is that not necrotic damage?
Can
He
he
can make a DC
can he-
35.
a DC 40, actually.
If it nat 20s. If it nat 20s.
It doesn't matter in 5e.
Oh, no.
A nat
Oh,
20
no.
save doesn't help you. Aldrin, it's your turn.
Alden steps back from the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Okay. Do I like provoke opportunity attack?
No, it's a weapon. So you're gonna slide down there.
Oh, it's a weapon, so I don't provoke opportunity attack.
Correct.
Oh, okay. I did not.
It's just
I didn't realize
it's
that was a thing.
it's just a it's not a creature or anything.
Oh, okay. That changes everything. See, Alden. Suddenly, this wind surrounds him. This is so obnoxious, Rick. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. Roll out magic. Okay.
And he flies up 60 feet. And dashes further 60 feet. And aims his bow, like takes out his great bow, and aims it onto the Mummy Lord.
Okay.
That'll be it.
All right.
Oh, you're taking the aim action at it?
Uh,
Game action, yes.
Tranquility. Let's see.
Is
You're
this round
stunned.
2?
Let's see. How long are you stunned for? 1 sec.
It was until his next turn.
Then until the end of the Mummy Lord's next turn. So yes, you are no longer stunned. You're
Alright,
feeling
we can't do
pretty
anything.
bad though.
I can't do anything though, can I?
Well, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought I was stunned. My bad.
No, you are not stunned.
Okay, so I'm going to try to punch him again.
Wait, actually, wait 1 moment. Right. Something has changed about the area. Creep, Annika, and Ebonir notice this. But Tranquility, go on.
Oh.
Alright. I'm going to punch him, or try.
You hit
Nice.
for 6 damage.
Key point. I'm going
Try to
to
stun him
the
again?
motherfucker. Try.
He succeeds.
It doesn't matter.
None of this matters.
And then I'm going to punch him again. Or not. Then I'm going to spend another key point for to give myself a bonus action dodge.
All right.
Like, hey Rick, how many of us got plot points left?
Most of you.
But using a plot point would feel cheap, though, right?
No.
I just want
I
to
used a plot-
Yeah,
Do you remember when
Trister-
I used the plot point to rescue us from the
Trister-
serial killer?
Trister, Jolts, and Dimmy do.
What? Huh?
Fist
What?
kills and Dimmy.
Yeah.
Get you. Use 3 apple points.
Okay.
Nigel.
do I do my recharge at the start or end of my turn?
Start.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, he can't go closer and he's got disadvantage on attacks, right?
Yes. But I think he's still
Might-
paralyzed. What is that? How long does that last? There's a bunch of shit here. Until the end of the mummy's next turn. But he did it on his turn. So yeah, he's still paralyzed and frightened.
Cool.
All right, Mummy Lord. Here it comes. What's he got? He can probably just kill one of you right now. I think he might.
But he's not going to, right?
So how high up are you, Aldrin?
About 120 feet.
Right.
Oh man.
What you gonna do, Rick? Wait, in before he has some like weird ass bullshit, and he just kills me. Does he have weird ass?
What are you gonna do? End my concentration, says the guy who fell to his death.
Is he gonna kill me, Rick?
Quote from Man Stabbed.
Rick, is he gonna kill me? Just say it.
He cast a spell magic on you.
Son of a bitch.
You
Wait, it's not magic. It's not magic. It's psionics.
Psionics is magic.
Can I see him? Can I see him right now?
You can see him. Let me see if his spell casting.
Counter spell.
If his spell casting. Does he have counter spell? No, he doesn't. But let's.
I counterspell his counterspell and dispel your fucking magic. Die! Okay, no.
I love you, Orion, right now. I love you so much.
Fuck. This guy's
See.
kicking our fucking ass.
Yeah.
Holy
So
shit.
he reaches up his hand and this like plume of magical black energy flies out toward Aldrin, and then you.
Can I
Go
can I
ahead.
flavor this?
Go ahead.
So as Evanir whips his hands really quick, and a giant rotating square appears in front of the black stuff, and as the black stuff comes in, it changes to pink little sparkly things that go around Aldrin and make him feel happy.
All right.
Aldrin just with his bald head shines in the sunlight. Give me a smile. And a thumbs up.
I'm gonna wild magic activates.
All right.
Roll a d10.
I mean, you're a half elf, so it doesn't matter that much.
Oh no, he's 4 years older.
You are 4 years older. Well, okay. You're already your lines start to increase and your beard gets a bit longer.
Right.
Okay. Rick, I wanna interject with a thing here. This is wild and completely out of left field and way too much, so you may be entirely within your rights to say no.
What?
But I'm just thinking that there's a certain person that we know needs to be introduced at some point, and I'm wondering if maybe they could show up on an airship with maybe some kind of large weapon.
I'm gonna say no just because I am getting some plans.
Oh, fair
Related
enough.
to the bag
Cool.
of beans.
Back to the drawing board, guys. If anyone thinks up a way out of
Matthew.
this.
Well, let's see if it goes even worse than this. Let's see.
I got this.
Matthew the Zombo gets to make a
He's
slam.
dead, Jim.
Just like his real person.
Actually, I don't think he can actually deal damage to it. So
Why?
Because
Because
it's probably
it's not
means
magical.
So it
damage.
swings and just like is completely ineffective. Let's see. What is the mummy gonna do now? Actually, wait. I forgot a thing.
Oh no.
Let's see. So, sorry to step back a bit, to the Mummy Lord's turn. When he casts a spell and Ebenir counterspells, Ebenir, let's see,
Oh,
needs
right.
to
he
make a
probably
con
layer
save
acted.
as you are racked with pain.
Oh no.
Would you like to use an action point?
Yeah, probably. I have a feeling it'd be
Okay.
bad.
So you are racked with pain, but still manage to get the casting through. Let's see where are my complication points. Racking them up to 9. Good.
I've
Good.
used a lot today.
Well, you guys are fighting ECR 15 Mummy Lord. So,
What
good.
the? We are way out of our fucking pay grade.
Yeah,
My
that's what I
God.
fucking said.
I didn't tell you guys to open this shit. I was saying no.
Well, we're doing a good job so far.
So at the end of that,
No, we're not.
at the end of that zombie's turn, dust swirls up, and
Oh no.
Yeah, you both fail.
Wait,
Both the
oh, I thought it was
zombie
a
and
con.
you are blinded.
I don't need to see. I just need to dodge.
All right, creep.
Can I overcome the frightened and approach him?
Yes, the frightened is over.
I am going to run forward, and I'm going to move into right here through the zombie space, and then going down a corner.
Okay.
And once I get here, I grit my teeth, and I'm going to make use of a plot point in this regard or a plot point already in motion. I'm going to do something probably incredibly stupid, but hey, it might work.
What
Uh,
what campaign do you think you're in?
I'm going to use Vampiric Touch and absorb the essence of the Mummy Lord.
Joel just dies. Just dies. Not
And
even
I'll
creep,
spend
just
a-
Jolts.
And I'll spend if I need to, I will spend a plot point on this, because I am fine with taking any repercussions, diseases, or penalties that will come from this.
Toussaint said that before his last romp.
Because I know this is going to probably hurt me more than it's going to help me.
I'm trying to
But
think of how to. Okay. All right. Let me just write a thing down, and by that I mean I literally just typed like R fast, just nonsense. So, as you raise your hand for Vampiric Touch, it begins to glow, and as you reach forward, it glows a bright blue. Your Vampiric Touch now deals force damage.
Oh.
You hit it. Roll damage.
All right.
It has been changed in there.
Sick.
Your
13.
vampiric touch deals twice as much. Nope. Nope. Let's try that again. Your vampiric touch deals twice as much damage to undead. You regain you regain 13 hit points as your vampiric touch absorbs some of this black force that animates this mummy lord.
It's pretty sick, actually.
You can feel its power flowing through you very powerful, very strongly.
All right. And as I do this, I'm going to grip onto the wrappings of his clothes, and I'm going to continue to hold him as I continue to drain this energy from his body. As I will maintain this each turn.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah.
It is going to try to blasphemous word you using 2 legendary actions. You fail.
Blasphemous words.
It
That
speaks.
doesn't sound good.
I'm going to
speaks-
action point it.
All right. It speaks a terrible word and has become racked with pain. More pain than you did from already from casting that. You managed to resist it and hold on. Elfdroskel is...
Can I shout something out to him?
Sure.
Okay, I'm just gonna, like, reloading my gun, just shout out, just think of all the cool stuff it's got in there. If we die, then you're gonna have to take out yourself, and you might not get a chance to get it all.
It just stands there. It's weird, earthworm. It's earthworm things. It's earthworm eye stalks undulating in and out, as if they want to like squirm off somewhere else. Ebonir.
What is it?
Ebonir is going to use a bonus action to spend 5 sorcery points to get
Oh,
a certain level
Jesus.
spell slot back.
Okay.
And he's going to look at Ith and says, "What's the matter? Sleeping on chickens got you a bit of a fraidy cat." And then he's going to cast Blink.
All right.
And then move.
Well,
up
give me a
the-
sec because you need to. There's some stuff that weird casting thing is still going on.
Yeah, I know. It was a con save.
Con save. There we go. And
Action point in that. I am action pointing that.
You are racked with terrible pain as you give me. I just need to clear that. There we go. I moved my action point, my complication point location recently. As you resist and clamber up the side.
Yep.
All right.
Come
Roll
on, high.
wild magic.
Well, that's my blink roll.
All right. Roll wild magic. Okay. So yeah, you have vanished from the material plane. Actually, I think I can. Whoop. Annika.
I'm really not built for this. Okay, I can see it, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to try and hold it down, I guess. Wait, it's once per day, my mantle, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Damn. Never mind then. Guess we're just going to shoot it. Hope you enjoy this.
Well, the good thing, you don't have to sharpshoot. You know it's already not doing anything.
Oh, actually, yeah, it's just completely resisting it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get rid of that then.
So you can just deal some thunder damage.
Yeah. Hooray.
Hooray.
You miss. You
That was
fire.
on my screen. I don't know if that's persistent, but it was on an 18 and it just
Yeah, it
tipped
does
over
that.
to the 8.
It does that
Yeah.
like once every 20 rolls or so.
Just to taunt you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolute tilting.
I'm actually gonna bonus action just... Actually, no, I'm not. Never mind. Ignore me.
All right, Aldrin.
Aldrin lined up
Oh, I
his
forgot to do
shots,
the
but-
Mummy Lord spiritual weapon. What have I been doing? Oh well. Let's say the spiritual weapon has been flying up towards you. It's
Okay.
flying after you at a rate of like 60 feet per round. It's very
Really?
fast.
Shit, that's fast.
So it'll be able to attack you next turn. So what are you doing?
Aldrin, as he's taking aim at this creature, his great bow arrow starts like vibrating and almost taking the appearance of that spiritual weapon in a weird way, almost mirroring it.
glows
And-
golden. Just the,
Glows
you know,
golden.
it's the spiritual weapon is like an ankh that just like any way you look at it just has god rays around it.
Exactly like that. Very different from Aldrin's normal purplish translucent color. And aims a shot at this mummy lord, using an action point if necessary. Use an action point.
All right.
Sorry, guys. I'm really
So
sorry.
yeah,
No,
you
we're farming it anyway.
so yeah, you fire and it spirals around, honing in, hitting it, dealing
An absurd amount of
33
damage.
damage.
Not enough.
Oh, do you have your
I mean,
psychic
look
focus on
How
that
close
one?
we are.
Sorry?
You have your psychic focus on that one.
Oh, no. That's normal damage, so it's 31.
Actually -4 as well, so like 27. So it gains 6 more hit points back. Ha.
I fly up 60 feet.
Okay. All right. Tranquility.
You got this, man.
So I'm blinded still, yes?
You are blinded.
Oh, Jesus.
You've got sand in your eyes.
Hate sand. It gets everywhere.
I've heard that's coarse and rough and irritating.
Oh yes.
I'm going to try to swing at this thing.
All right.
Damn, I
You
rolled DC too.
miss. Yeah. And that's definitely miss.
Alright, then I spend another key point to give myself dodge again.
All right. So you swing around, swing wildly. You're not hitting anything. Nigel is no longer fucking terrified.
Yeah. I'm trying to...
Crawling
Okay,
around
can he
the
get...
side.
Yeah, if he just crawls up and like comes up on here, I assume he can get within range there.
Yeah.
Oh Christ,
Sorta.
yeah, I'm attached to him, god damn it.
Yeah, of course.
That's fine. He's not got much that he can do. I don't think... Will he care about being restrained? I'm too close now. Oh, well. Snips.
He snips.
Clamp.
And as he hits,
Oh!
while his claw isn't much, the fire catches the mummy lord's wrappings, and he suddenly becomes engulfed, and he screams in a language that is foreign from anything you've ever heard.
Rick, remind me,
It's
action
Arabic.
points, can they be used to just take another action?
Dash
Is
or
that a thing that
dash
can-
or disengage only.
Ah, well, sucks.
Yeah, no action surge.
Oh,
And now it's the
man.
mummy lord's turn. Realizing that-
Nigel's gonna get right up in his face with the snips. And like hang off the edge.
Well, he's got one last chance. One last chance to kill.
That and the legendary actions.
Yeah, and that too. He's
He's
got one 6th level spell that could.
Do it, Rick.
Oh.
Do it.
Oh no! Oh
I don't
no!
know.
Yeah, just do it.
Do
Just
it.
But on whom?
Me.
I'm
Come
grabbing and draining him right now.
That's true.
No, kill me.
Nigel's kind of fucking annoying, man.
No, I'm smarter than this.
I am spouting him.
It turns toward Creep, who is still holding on to its burning wrappings, and behind its wrapped face, you see a glimmer of its eyes, and they both look deep into yours, and you fail.
Action point.
What does it do?
I don't know.
I think you have to decide. Just do it, man.
You either spend the action point, or you spend or you just take the result.
The result would be fine.
Man.
No, Joel,
I don't want to give him another complication point. I'll
No,
eat it.
he's already got like 12 though. It doesn't matter at this point.
Well, fuck it!
It does matter.
He eats it.
Shut up, Matthew.
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
Fine. I'll spend an action point.
You might still die.
Take that back, because I... Oh boy.
What?
You are completely unaffected.
Warforged!
He casts harm on you, and as you are attacked by any number of terrible diseases of yore, you just stand there staring into its dead, cold eyes.
As the second it does that, I grab it tighter and pull its burning figure against me, putting my face into it and opening my mouth as my mouth glows and continues to suck the energy into my body.
Roll your vampiric touch attack.
That's fucking awesome!
I dig it. That's great.
You miss and it slips free.
And I will action point this.
Right, okay, that's...
Your mouth opens wider than it should. Deal damage.
Much
All
like
right.
the gif pictured by Timmy earlier.
By yours truly. Here.
Okay, did not do that.
It does double damage to it.
That's awesome.
As the black stuff that has kept it alive begins to run from its own decrepit and decayed mouth into your own. It's half burnt sand caked wrappings grows limp, and it starts to shrink until nothing but wrappings and jewelry fall to the ground, back into its sarcophagus from which it never actually moved.
Nice.
Ebonir pops back into existence. Ha! And it's like, where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Immediately as it falls to the ground, I desperately fall to my knees and start clawing my cape off quickly, looking at my body.
Also, don't you regain some shit? for killing
Creep has
something with the
has
necklace?
returned to full health, but as he pulls off his cape, you can see on the back that there is some strange hairy flesh which has become which starts to dry out and crack and crumble off.
But can you make me visible?
fuck?
No. Creep, you're going to get some sort of special thing. We will go over that outside of the session.
Ah,
A special thing.
what the fuck?
Are we going to sleep now? Are we gonna like say to Draskell,
Well, what's in
"We're
the
out, fam, we're gonna go
sarcophagus?
sleep"?
Let's go through.
Well,
What
Creep, go
treasure?
on. What do you?
He reaches back, grabbing at the flesh, and shakes his head. No, it's coming off. He sighs and says, I guess it'll take longer to become human.
Your eyes are glowing with the same black energy that animated that mummy lord.
Oh boy.
Nice, nice.
Sure, this won't come back to bite us. What the fuck are all those dice for?
What does dice work?
Oh shit, that's loot.
That's a lot of loot, boys. Boys,
I
boys,
just-
we got loot.
Where's
We're rolling it.
And as you look
Oh.
inside the sarcophagus at the endless riches within, we will continue this next week.
Nah.
Good timing.
Oh damn. Man.
Oh, I am terrified as to what just happened.
I mean,
So-
really though, like, go ahead.
Mummy lords, lots of damage, very little HP.
Lots of XP.
We hope.
Nah.
We don't have to count fucking Ildraskel as helping though.
No, you
So
don't.
that's
Yeah, he
good.
didn't do
Yeah,
nothing.
that's right. He did nothing. Wait, do we get XP? Like proper XP? Like do we get bare XP?
I think we get.
Well, no, we
XP
didn't
out of
fight a
all the
bear,
rest
fought a
of
mummy
us.
lord.
Ah, so funny.
It's 3 in the morning.
It is 3 in the morning. I want to die right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Trista.
It's
Oh,
okay.
man.
I can get up at like 8:30.
So, what
I
time
was
is-
muted
you-
talking to
8:30,
myself.
Nice.
So, that I'm not sure how long it was muted, but that's it for today. Thanks for those who stopped in for the stream and stayed past that terrible beginning section. I don't even know what that was. We will continue this next week, Wednesday at 6 Eastern here on twitch.tv/thekittenhugs. Check out my Patreon. I'm going to have a bunch of new stuff in the next week. This Sunday, I am going to be doing a talk about settings that one of my patrons has paid me to do. I'm going to be talking about some of the things that are good about settings, that are bad, and some just common screw-ups that people do when they do world building and such. That'll be like an hour on Sunday evening sometime. I'll have something on Twitter and Discord, more about it later. But for now, see you guys later, and be
We
sure to
love
check
you.
out more streams here on twitch.tv/thekittenhugs. Tell your friends.
All your friends.
Bye.
Bye, stream.
All 3 of them.